Okay. There it is. It says it's live. So I will turn on the tablet so I can see all the chat. It says one person is waiting. Wonder who it is. And it's still not showing up on there. Claudia. Hi, Claudia. Long time no see. My chair up a little bit so I'm not leaning forward. And I don't know why it's thinking. There it is. Okay, there it is. You have to turn your volume all down. Otherwise, we'll have feedback and everybody else will be like, their ears are.
I just didn't know that. So now I know.
Nope, you're good. It's all good. So, hi, Margaret. How are you tonight? And Claudia, I feel like I just saw you yesterday. Imagine that. So here we are. We're at Mom's house. Hi, Kari. There's always a lag. It's the lagging all the way across the kitchen table because you know you'll have to catch up too. But yes, and they can hear you whisper too. So you have to be mindful if you want me to hear it. Just say it. All right. Kari must be working some still too. Yeah, so we figured, Mom figured that it would just be easier to come over here and do her fused glass jewelry. So she has prepared an entire table plus extras for us, and we'll see how far we get through stuff this time. So if you haven't seen me before, hello, welcome. Thanks for coming and hanging out with us. I am Becky with Vintage Viking Treasures. My mom is Maria King. She's saying hello to Kari and Miss. Oh no, did you spell Kari? She misspelled Kari. Sorry, Kari. And hi, Suzical. How are you doing tonight? So, hey, Ma, do you want to pop over and just say hello quick? Put your face out there. I put your face on the video on the promo, so they all know what you look like anyway. So, yeah, you got a second time. A second time.
A second time.
Just scoot in, say hi. There you go. That's Mom. So, yeah, you have to proofread it before you hit send for sure. So, hi, Sue. How are you doing today? I'm used to saying tonight, so I guess it's this afternoon still. Cheryl, thanks for joining us. So, we are in Colorado Springs, Colorado. I ship from Colorado Springs, Colorado. Well, you know, Claudia, I asked her if she wanted to, and she's like, "Oh, you put a picture on there?" I'm like, "Well, you know, it's not like it's a mystery what you look like, so at least come and say hello." And hi, Christina. How are you this afternoon? I usually just say morning because it's the easiest thing that comes out the quickest, and no matter what time of day it is. So that's generally my error when I say it. So we have trays of jewelry. I will be shipping through PayPal. If you haven't sent me your information, this is my email right here, vintagevikingtreasures@gmail.com. I will do, Mom and I are coordinating all of this, so it will be coming from my email for the invoicing. And I generally invoice within 48 hours. And since I had a sale yesterday with Miss Claudia, I am combining anybody's invoice that has something from yesterday and today to save on shipping and save me for an extra round of invoicing. So that's the plan. And let's see, I invoice within 48 hours. I ask you pay within 48 hours. Unless there's something going on, just communicate with me and that's not a problem. Hi, Miss Geneva. How are you doing today? And then I ship within 48 hours. Now we also have, I know that the holiday is on a Sunday, but sometimes I get things ready for Monday, but we got a full day planned and hanging out with family. So shipping might, and you know, we might have a few days. Those are business days. So all that stuff will you know, might be a little bit behind, but not by much. So, oh, you're tired? No joke. The wind around here has made it really bad for everybody with the allergies and sniffles and everything. It just doesn't seem to let up for some reason. Did you guys get our Colorado low up there, Miss Christina? Did it come and get you? Did you get snow? We haven't gotten much yet, but I think we're forecasted for more snow later next week. Surprise, surprise. We always get snow, all the way up to Mother's Day, pretty much, around here. So, hello, Jeanette. How are you doing? From Springfield, Ohio. Hey, I know where that is. We'll be in Springfield, Missouri at the end of this month. So, I do in-person shows, and we will be having Fenton Glass Show in Springfield, Missouri, and it starts on the 28th, I think, or 29th. So it's the last weekend of the month of April and goes till May 1st, which is the Sunday. 29th, 30th, and then May 1st. There we go. We got it all. It got you guys bad. Oh, man. So Christina got 70 to 80 centimeters of snow, Mom. Yeah. Wow. So I know that's what I've been feeling like with my car too. I'm like, I just got an alignment. I got new tires a month ago, and the wind will just, and all of a sudden I'm like, whoa, how is that so loose? It shouldn't be. So, okay. If there's any questions, please put them in the chat. I did not ask if there was anyone. I know what else I need to do. If anyone's going to be hanging around for a while, we're going to make Kari a moderator because I'm related to her, and you know I'm a little partial to that Kari. Hi Sheila, how are you doing today? Christina, are you going to be hanging around for a little bit, or are you just watching with you got to keep your eyes on two different directions? So I'll just put it out there. I know who else I need to make a moderator because we're going to do that. Just get a few more in here, and that helps with if we end up with any bots or any trolls, heaven forbid, you know, we can help. All right, Christina, you're willing to help out? That would be awesome. Thank you. I think Miss Paul is still working, but that's okay. We love her anyway. So that would be fun. So, okay. On my channel, I normally do what we call an offer up. I give items a starting price, and if more than one person is interested in it, it turns into an offer where anyone can decide to set the price. If only one person puts in that they're interested in the item, then it's basically a quick claim, and we put a sold on it, and we don't have to count it down. You know, we just give it enough time for the lag in case somebody comes in. Right, Steph? Silly jobs getting in the way. Hi, Christina, or Kristen. Nice to see you again. Saw you last night on Ginger Marvin in the chat. Edward's here. Hello. And hello, everybody that's lurking. I love that you're just watching, and we're keeping you company this afternoon. Where was I going? I was going with if you put in a price, that is your offer, and I take you at that offer. I mean, if it's an obvious typo, we will work with that and we can get it corrected. But you can outbid yourself, and I do not do just in cases. And the other one was if there is an offer going between two people or more, I please ask that you tell me when you are out. And then what we're trying to do is at least offer the other person who is interested in the item a chance to either put in a higher offer or say that they are out, so that we're eliminating people coming in at the end and sniping something. So if I'm counting it down and somebody else comes in, it opens back up again and gives the other person a chance to respond to that. So I think those are the majority of the rules for the day. So where should we start? Oh my goodness.
Too many choices.
There's a lot of choices. So hey Ma, do you want to tell us a little bit? I mean, it's fused. It's all fused glass jewelry.
Right.
So is there do you want to tell us kind of a little bit about what that means?
Well, first of all, it's with dichroic glass.
I'm going to ask one quick question. Can you hear her from across the table? Is she loud enough? Hi, Debbie. I'm going to wait for somebody to respond quick and see if she needs to speak up or move closer, because we're only using my phone to do the whole thing. Yes, we can. Edward says yes. Claudia says yes. Go for it, Ma.
Okay. So this is with dichroic glass, which is an unusual glass because it not only reflects light, but it also refracts light. And while it's really pretty in indoor lighting, it's even more gorgeous out in sunlight. It was actually, we've been blessed with this because of the space program, because they invented this stuff for protection for astronauts in space. So anyway, it's a whole lot prettier in jewelry, I think.
Okay. Yes. Dichroic. It's D-I-C-R-O. No, I always do it wrong.
That's because you're not the speller.
I know I'm not the speller.
D-I-C-H-R-O-I-C.
D-I-C-H-R-O-I-C.
Right. And if you are interested in doing this kind of thing, you can probably check, especially if you're in a big city, you can check with the university or college in their arts program, or look up art glass. And if you have some kind of a glass company in town that sells it, they probably also teach classes.
Christina didn't see your face. You have to do it again. You tell her, Christina.
Forbid, Christina doesn't see me. Hello, Christina.
So, and then the fused glass portion of this is, it's multiple layers of glass. So what we're going to do is start these smaller pendants at $5. And
two of those that you have are only 2 layers.
Yep, these 2 are 2 layers.
And this one layer is 3. It has a clear
cap
on it, which gives it a little more depth to the dichroic glass and makes it thicker and a little bit heavier.
The clear over the top. Christina says, hi, Mom. Christina's in at 5, and we're just probably going to be offering multiple choices at a time. It probably, I'm thinking, is the best way to move through several different varieties of colors and combinations. And it'll, I don't know which way you're seeing it. It'll be 1, 2, and 3 will basically be the choices. Or because I'm backwards, so right and left don't help me. So it's going to be easier to say 1, 2, 3 for claiming an item. And
you could just do color.
Well, I kind of pulled some that were all the same. So, I mean, color way.
Okay.
So like this one here has were they little dots of color, or were they?
That actually comes in like a stringer.
Like a swizzle stick, for lack of a better description.
Sort of, except it's flat on the back.
Mm-hmm.
And then you can actually cut it to what shape you want.
Mm-hmm.
The ones that have the squiggle in them were actually done originally by the companies that make these. And then you as the artist decide how you're going to use it.
And there's the back. So then they're all pretty much a white. And the veils are just a little bit different, but okay. So we're going to have to see how our lag is going and all that stuff. Starting at 5. 5 is choice. Make sure I'm reading it. So Steph is at 5. And I'm going to do this because I feel like I've talked a lot already. Give it a moment on the lag. And we can just do I don't know what would be a good word for we can just say they're sold because there's nobody else in there. And if anybody else comes in, we reopen it. So I think that's easier. We don't really need to count it down if only one person is interested. I know that, how's the picture looking? Because I am just on my cell phone versus being on Wi-Fi. So it's a little bit pixelated on my tablet, but I'm going to boost it up and see how it looks. And then we'll see how it is. There we go. So Christina, we can say sold, and Steph, you can tell me what Edward says it looks good. Number 1, number 2, or number 3, please, Steph. There's your choice. All right, I for eclectic, great finds. I'm not familiar with your first name. If you would like me to address you any way specific, please let me know in the chat. Thanks for joining us today. Yeah, it might be a little bit. I'm gonna try and hold them as still as possible because I only have my cell phone here. So number 2. All right. If anyone else is interested in the choice of number 1 or number 3, throw it in the chat and I will write this down quick for Mom. And we'll go on to the next one. No, Claudia, we have pendants, earrings, and then there are sets, which are a matching earring and pendant. There is one bracelet.
Yes, that I did not. Oh, that one.
And then there's other stuff. Other like non-fused glass that Mom kind of pulled in because she knows all the different things. She's like, well, if they get tired of fused glass, you could try this. So, but since I advertised it as the fused glass, that's what I was going to start with, and that's what we're going to stay on for as long as we can. We can call you I4 for short. Perfectly. Is it Karin or Karen? Just out of curiosity, because I have a Kari, and I understand everybody wanting to be able to be called the correct name if they don't want to mispronounce anyone's name. Oh, great. Wonderful. Thanks for joining us then. Ooh, okay, Miss Jeanette wants number 1, which I think was this one. Is that the correct one? No? Mom's going to whisper at me. I took them off, so now I thought they were like this. So I thought this.
That one's on the side. You called it one.
Hi, Gabby. How are you doing? I am at Mom's house, Gabby. Let's see. She said no, so it's this one.
Yep.
Sorry, I got a notification. So you wanted this one. So it might be easier if I just hold less choices because the backwards thing is what's going to get me later. The all white. Perfect. Thank you, Jeanette. Okay. And we will go on to the next choice. I am trying to hand Mom the pieces as we go. She's putting them in baggies so that the sticky notes don't pop off and cause havoc later. So we'll do a couple other small choices. I think what would be actually easier is not being all the same color family.
That's what I think too.
So let's go with a green and orange and this one. Okay. Let's see. I don't know if this one will go. So these are small. That one's on the floor. They're durable. They won't not break, but they do bounce.
As long as it's not cement.
Yep, cement
no
is probably
with cement.
All right. Tip up the. What do you mean tip up the camera? You want to see more? Oh, they want to see what's on the shelf, I bet you. Yeah. Gabby's wants to see. Yeah, she just rearranged some of this. Sorry, I'm jumping. So she just rearranged the Pyrex there, and then she's working on some of her other collectibles, and she has a mixer collection that she is starting to get color coordinated with the Pyrex that she has rearranged. So, yeah, I told y'all, I come from a family of collectors. I come by this, it's genetically ingrained. It's not my fault.
Well, your first auctions were at 6 weeks old in front pack.
That's right. So we're going to do, these are smaller pendants as well. I'm going to give you some.
Well, Gabrielle could come. She could come visit.
You can come and look anytime. So start these at $5 also. So we have, this is like a lime green with the diachroic little different. It doesn't have a top. And so it's two diachroics on top of each other, correct? On the base. And this one is a base, the diachroic, and a clear.
Yes.
And then this one is the orange is diachroic with that S because it doesn't shimmer as much.
No.
Uh-oh, she's going to turn down her notifications.
I think the orange was out of one of those rods.
This one?
That doesn't happen to change color.
Okay.
So I suppose you could be really picky and say it's not dichroic, but it came with all the dichroic stuff. And
Yeah, it doesn't have as much of the shiny.
no, it doesn't refract as well. But if your name starts with S, it's perfect.
Right? Wouldn't that be great? Steph. And this one is kind of a fun, oh, there you go. This reminds me of some of those really exotic beetles with that bright green and the blue color.
There's some better beetle looking ones. There's some.
Well, there are, but that color range for sure. Yeah. Okay. That's right. Gabby says, just saying, I'm the president of Becky's Mom's Fans Club. There you go. We need buttons like Trisha, right?
I have buttons too.
Not those kind of buttons. The button that says President Becky's Mom's Fan Club.
Oh.
All right, we have Steph at 5. So if there's no interest, if we have that as the interest here, we can say sold, and you can tell me, let's say S, orange or green, for claiming which one you want out of that choice.
And make a suggestion to keep the other two out for a little while before you put them back.
Oh, I wasn't putting them back before. I just didn't remember which order I had them in. Yeah. It was fine. So not a worry. Okay, Miss Steph. I mean, the other way to do it is we could do quick claim. She wants the orange. Wonderful.
If she likes orange, there's lots of other orange coming.
Lots. There's all kinds.
We have sets in the orange.
We will be I will try to mix it up here a little bit. And then if anybody else wants to claim the S or the lime, they're $5.
I'll try to keep people together in the trades too.
Yeah, no worries. The logistics of all that is pretty much takes care of itself. We'll do one more round of these smaller pendants, and then we'll move to some earrings. How does that sound? Let's see. Well, this one's a little bit different. And how about this one? Just trying to pick some. Nope, that's not going to help. That would be the problem that we're having right here. Ooh, look at that. I guess I could do that with the other ones. Okay. I'll get back up to the chat. Yes, quick question. Is there a bunch of vintage early provincial rooster and roses over here? That would be a yes.
Yes, there is another pattern as well.
I think there's a couple different patterns, isn't there, that are very similar because they copy or simulate the same colors or patterns.
Yeah, there were many times when I was first starting it that I would mix up one pattern for the other, but with this set, if you're looking for this one, it's got to have a rooster and a rose on the same piece.
And I see Cheryl for green. Thank you, Cheryl. All right. Same with these. Either the small pendants, they will start at $5. We have this pink tone diachroic on. Oh, well, does it have a clear? Looks like it's pink with clear and then the diachroic because it's the clear's not over it. And then this one has the black background.
And there's no cap on that.
And there's no cap on that one either. And then this is like a robin's egg blue kind of color. And it has the piece of diachroic on top of that. How long do these end up firing for when you put these after you put these together? I mean, that's kind of the end process.
Well,
but
there's a whole procedure. And if you're doing a full fuse, it can take up to roughly half an hour because you have to slowly get it up to 1475 degrees. And then by the same token, when you cool it, you have to cool it slowly also, because if you don't, it can explode in your kiln.
Okay. So like start to finish on something, if you add it up.
Oh, from the original.
If when you start gathering your glass and deciding what color and shape you want to do and cutting, and then you put a glue to get on it, right? Does it disappear? What does it do in the kiln? Does it
burns off?
Burns off in the kiln.
But it keeps it from sliding.
Yeah, so it doesn't
the glass
move.
fuses before that. Yeah.
And then
I really
fusing
couldn't- if I-
time
if
and
I
the
was only
cooling
doing-
time.
If I was only doing one thing at a time, it's probably a 2 or 3 hour process, but
Okay.
I always did multiple things at
Hi,
once.
Tony. How are you doing today?
Because even though I fired in a small beehive kiln, I had about a 6x6 square base. And if I fired like pendant and earring sets together, for example, I could maybe get 8 or 9 pieces, small ones, in the same kiln fire.
Okay.
But sometimes things slide off and slide into another piece, and you end up crashing a few things.
Yep.
And I've frequently had people ask me, well, I like this pendant, can you make me earrings? And the answer is no.
Yeah.
If you want earrings and pendants to match, it all has to be cut and fired at the same time.
Yeah. So Tony, we had Warren in at 5, and so you're a little bit behind on the 5, and then we have Cindy in at 8. And again, there have been, goodness sakes, the words. Apparently, I'm still tired. More awake in the evening. I don't know why. We have several pendants that are similar colorways, but pretty much they are all they're kind of one of a kind, because you never know how they're going to come out from the kiln as to how you put them together and go in. But there are some in similar colors and patterns, but they're not all exactly the same. That's why we're doing offer up. So if there's something that you really, really like, you have the chance to offer more for it than the starting of $5. So yeah, the honeycomb design is actually pretty neat on this one. I agree. So we can say going once. Well, why don't you pick me out a set for next, and we'll do a set.
Oh, if somebody likes honeycomb, why don't you try this set right here? What is?
Yes, the bids are for choice, Gabby. These are the small pendants, and that's what we're starting them at $5. There are some bigger pendants. We'll be starting those at 10. And then she has some that are a little bit more intricate patterns, and we're starting those at 25. The earrings will start at $10 a pair. And then the earrings and necklace sets that coordinate start at 25. I believe I've said that all pretty much correctly. So we can start going twice, Christina. I see Tony at 12 currently. I think I'm going to just go with 2 at a time, because it's going to have a lot of pieces to jingle around and hold still. And then we can be sold, please, Miss Christina. Oh, let's see well, wait a moment. You know how Paula does it. Give it a second. I think the lag is what's going to get us this afternoon. Yep, Warren's in at 13. So Tony or Cindy, if you mind letting us know if you're out or you want to be in at 14 or higher. Tony is out. Thank you. Cindy, are you want to be 14 or higher?
Sure, that's
nope. There we go.
Sure, that's not Tanya. Teal and white.
Well, my understanding is that Jody calls her Tony.
Oh, wow.
That's how I've heard it pronounced. So Tony, if I'm pronouncing your name wrong, let me know. Thank you, Cindy. I appreciate you letting me know. And that's how I've said it. So if I've said it wrong, I apologize as well. But I do need your choice, please. Warren. And we can be blue, pink, or honeycomb. That'll be easy enough to decipher. Yep, just like Tony the Tiger. Okay, I thought I was saying it right, but you know, because I heard it with Jody and Christina before I saw it printed, so that's why I did that one. Oh, he's saying all 3. All right.
Oh, wow.
We got you, Mr. Warren. Thank you so much. Times 3. I'm going to just, Mom's bagging them up. You're going to have to either get closer or, here you go. Perfect. Wonderful. I will, as we go, if you have something, a colorway you're interested in, you can let me know. We can look for something in the colorway or a certain pattern. If you see something and you're wondering if I have anything else similar to it, we can pull something like that. We will take some requests. So this is our first choice option for a pendant and earrings. Pendant.
Yes, pendant is
You know,
pendant.
me and my T's and D's here in Colorado, they just get a little lost sometimes. So
Or like mountain,
this,
right?
yep, this is that robin's egg blue, and it has the cap on it with the clear.
That's one of my favorites.
And then the earrings are
Same.
the same diachroic with, they don't have caps though. They're a little bit rough. You can still feel the diachroic glass on the top. It almost feels like aluminum foil in a way. And then this set does not have a cap and is also, it's a little bit smaller honeycomb pattern. Let me see. Get a hold of those earrings. I know they're really wiggly. I apologize.
And it goes very well with purples, blacks, and blues.
Oh
because
yeah,
it has a
it
tendency
picks
to
up.
go.
It's kind of that color
colors.
way where it's like 3 or 4 colors in that color range. It picks up lots of shades. So, oh yay, Steph, you're almost to 500. Awesome. It does look a little bit like fish scales when it's farther away, or even up close, I should say. You can see like the lines between them that way. So, and I didn't miss anybody saying anything on that. So yes, Tony or Cheryl, if there is a color that you're interested in, just let me know. I feel like I'm like talking under and over, but I'm trying to keep these in and still for you all. So this is one set in the blue. Yep, the set started 25. Christina's got us. Christina's got it in there. I thought I saw it. Sorry. I saw it and I missed the last comment. The set started 25. Nope. No worries. And I think the logic behind that is that it's really hard to get things to be very, very, very similar in size to match specifically the earrings, of course, and then to be a coordinate of a pendant as well. So,
well, usually they're best if they're fired at the same time.
So usually you were putting them together as a set when you were creating them.
Plan, yes, the plan.
So
from the beginning,
it wasn't like you had a pendant and then like a week later you're like, oh, I think I'll go back and make some earrings that match
I
it.
learned that lesson early on.
Yes.
If you want to match it, you need to fire it together.
Right. Yes, Tony, these are sets. So these 3 pieces come together and these 3 pieces come together. One pendant and earrings. So they're a 3-piece set. Got it. All right. Sorry, I thought I had said that earlier about the price. I apologize. Oh, that doesn't work. I need like a side table. Or we can just move this a smidge. Just move that a little bit. There we go. Now I got some space. You know, it's a little bit different spot than normally at home. So we just have to wing it a little bit, make the setup work for us. So, set of earrings and pendant, correct, for 25. All right. Warren's in at 25. And okay, there we go. I'm going to read the chat while we wait on that one. Gabby says green, black, or white. Let's see. I will be looking for that while
in the set or just in
whatever. We'll see what we can do. Oh yeah, it's a big one though. Right, and then got it. Thank you, Spirit Junkie. Tony says you're very talented, Ma.
I made a lot of mistakes along the way.
So how long did you fire, or how long did you like work on doing your glass earrings? Were you actively making them? Probably.
I started at the senior center to begin with.
We could be going once,
after
Christina.
I retired, which is about 14 years ago now.
Yeah.
Took a class long enough to know that the lady was teaching trying to teach too many things in a very short time and too much time in between.
Going
And
twice?
went to the local glass lady and took lessons there. And within 3 years, I had my own kiln. I was doing craft fairs for about 4 or 5 years.
Mhm.
That's kind of like antique shows.
Among other things, though. I mean, you were
Yes.
incorporating it in your booth that you still had at the antique mall,
Yes.
and you're doing the craft fair then with the arts and craftsy stuff. So
Yep.
you
Yes.
kind of were doing it all at the same time because you were retired, correct? We can be
Yeah.
sold, please, Christina.
Okay, here's earrings on black and a set on black.
Okay. So every time you touch my white wire, the camera goes woo, 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 and make everybody dizzy.
Oh no,
So,
we don't want anybody throwing
yep,
up home.
no worries. Hi, Mallory. How are you doing tonight? So, Warren, do let me know. I'm going to say blue or black. Easy way to decipher these sets. And we'll go on to the next one. Thank you, Warren. He wants the blue set. So if anybody else is interested in this black set, it is available at $25.
That's
Just
not the color that black is not the color.
black
that's
is
the-
what's easy to discern between the two I have up.
I see.
It has a
Okay.
black background,
Yeah.
and that's why I call it that,
Right.
just because we're discerning between the two current choices.
Gotcha.
Okay.
Normally I would only call it by the front color.
Yeah, well, I'm looking at the back, and it's easy for
Yes,
me
you
to
are
see
looking
it.
at the back.
Okay. Tony says she's just enjoying seeing what comes up as we go randomly. And also saying that mistakes lead to mastery, because sometimes a mistake can turn into something that's really kind of cool.
I have had some really cool mistakes.
So I'm going to put one with this. Is that gosh, darn it, jumping. Or do you want me to put something bigger with that?
That doesn't matter.
Okay, well, there we go. They're about the same then. These start at 10. Okay, Mom says these two. We have a choice starting at 10. These are a little bit bigger. I'm going to poke my eye out with this skewer. So
Put a small one up next to it so you can tell the difference.
all right, so for the difference, this is the one we just had up with the earrings. And I should probably just be telling you what they are anyway. This is about 2 inches by 1 inch. 2 by 1. And then the choice that I'm putting it up with, starting at $10, is 2 by almost 2.5.
They're a little slippery.
They are slippery. I put on lotion. My hands were so
That might have been
dry.
That might have been a mistake.
Right. All right. Warren's pushing those thumbs up. Thank you.
Mallory's there.
Yep. We have to find something black for Mallory to put up.
I just gave
Black.
I just gave you black.
All right, Mallory. Mom's picking you out of some black. So this one has the white background. Yep. With a yellow layer. And then it has pieces in a couple different tones of oranges. Are they all individual pieces of glass when you put them on like that?
Yes. Sometimes you layer them, you get very interesting things.
And then this has a white background with with a green, and then looks like some black pieces.
And then if you look,
And then those white strings are lines.
That's some stringer, and it reminds me of bats flying, and it looks to me like a Halloween piece.
But I would say those stringers, quote unquote, are probably about the size of like mechanical pencil lead, give or take, to start with.
Bigger, but very
around
tiny.
that.
Yeah.
Okay. And they both have the clear caps over them
Right.
to come out with that smooth finish. And that's what they look like.
But the capper on most stuff just makes it look more, like you say, finished.
Yeah.
But so many times, a lot of the pieces look more interesting if you don't put a cap on them.
Yeah.
And there's some that feel a little rough on the top, some sets that you saw earlier, like over here, these pink and blues.
Yeah, I'll put one up next to each
they're
other. You
such
can
an
see the difference
interesting
between a
result,
cap and no cap.
and it's so different. You can take the same piece and
Mallory.
fire it right next to each other, one with a cap and one without, and they look totally different.
Right, exactly. So we had Gabby at 10, Warren at 12.
Somebody wants to see a neck size.
And Gabby at 13. A neck size. What do we want? Oh,
Don't want to hold it up so where it would get
I was trying to move it a little bit lower so you could see it without me so that's about where we're at. Goodness sakes, the bounce is real when I move that. And this green, black, and white one is about yay big. For me, if I were to wear it, I feel like this is big. It's probably 2 to 3 ounces of glass, this big one. I might just hold these still because they're easier than the sets.
There's a question about if the earring findings are for sensitive ears.
Well, I think you just had nickel
They,
once, right?
well, a lot of times the tough stuff will say that it's nickel free, but I think if you really have sensitive ears, you're looking for sterling, and I can tell you they're not sterling.
Yeah, they're not sterling. I mean, they might have been stainless. That's the other one. That's a little less
Well, they
for
have some kind
sensitive
of, and they
ears.
might have nickel finish. It's kind of
Yeah,
hard to
I
say.
don't know.
I mean, I've had some trouble with my ears, but I've not had any trouble wearing this
Yeah.
stuff.
These ones are definitely bigger. So for
That's-
comparison, here's the S I had earlier, and that's about the size way that they are.
Those kind of pieces, if you're wearing like a black turtleneck, it's just a focus.
Mhm. A lot. Mom wore like those chokers that are like a metal band a lot.
It's called a slide.
A slide, excuse me. I cannot do these. They drive me crazy. But I can't do
You
it.
have to use two hands to get that
I
open.
can't do it.
We'll put something on it first then.
Well, it's really tight like this. I'm just going to do this for right now. That's where you're at. If you did like a slide that just sits on as a choker size. And that's probably the only time you're going to see that because that just too much.
I like it.
Too much. I can't wear turtlenecks either. So, all right. Can we be going once? Because we have Warren at 14 and Gabby is out to Warren. And make sure I make sure I read all those comments. Yes, so you can totally put them on longer chains. I just know that some people like to have them right there where it sits right in, say, like a V-neck or a low. I'm wearing a V-neck, but it's got a lot of longer dip to it this morning today. So, and we can go in twice. Thank you, Tony. Appreciate it. I don't know. It's just something I've had ever since I was a kid, huh, Ma?
Yep, can't get the kid to wear turtlenecks for beads.
Nope. You don't like
Not
stuff
even
around my neck.
skiing could you get a turtleneck on her.
Nope. And will be sold, please. Gabby, you're reading the comments over there, right, Ma?
I am.
Okay. Warren, which would you like? The yellow or the green? And then Gabby, you're my backup. We are at $17 choice. Oh, mine's buffering on this end. It could just be my tablet.
What does that word buffering mean?
Well, the picture stopped, but so my tablet likes to cycle through and not always. It decides to stop occasionally.
Yeah, my phone does that too.
My phone is doing pretty good, so that's awesome. Okay. Warren wants the green, and we're sending it to Miss Gabby. Oh, thank you, Warren.
You're sending the orange one to Gabby.
Oh, what I said, never mind. I heard that. I heard it. I read it wrong. I saw it all. I read it right, said it wrong.
Yeah, that's right.
Let's get all the things correct here. Spit out the right words. Okay, Warren gets the green.
See, and Christina's nailing it down for you.
I know. That's what I have Christina and Paula for.
Yeah.
They're my backup.
It's like they're your second mothers.
Yeah. Great. Thanks, guys. And
She won't admit she ever needs one anymore.
Oh, I call you occasionally.
So you call me regularly. Which is
Exactly.
nice.
See?
You just don't want motherly advice anymore.
Oh, yeah. I ask your opinion. It's okay.
Yep.
Warren to Gabby. Make sure I have it correct this time. Nice. Wonderful. Thank you so much, Warren. That's so generous of you. Okay.
Go to the two blacks. One's a pair of earrings and one's a set.
Oh, well, that's kind of hard to do together because they're different price points.
Well, it was just picking black. I don't
Yeah,
have a whole lot in
well,
there. Two sets.
so this is a set, right?
You want another set?
Let's do another set in a different colorway. I have one actually right here in front of me. We'll go with that.
Okay.
Okay, this is a set, Christina, starting at 25. They have, pardon me while I skewer my jewelry.
Just don't skewer yourself.
I know, that's what I'm trying not to do. Okay, so we have 2 sets here.
So now I would call that set,
This
one
one
of them
here.
kind of an orange and the other is gold on black. So you notice the black more.
Yeah, it really, the diacrylic stuff really pops on the black
Yes, it does.
background.
And it pops when you wear it on black clothes too.
And it does not have the clear cap. And this piece, the green one, kind of overlaps and is a little bit higher than the other pieces
Yes.
as well.
It's diacrylic on diacrylic.
Yeah.
No caps on that either.
No caps on any of that. And then this one is a black background with like a stringy kind of,
Yeah, it's mostly
reminds me of the spaghetti or the drizzle design on some of the glass.
Yeah, drizzle sounds good.
And she's made the earrings in the same direction, which probably is hard to do just to get the right size to cooperate. Because I know you have some, like it's a different shape on the earring as well.
It
So,
depends on the size that you cut them. If you want them longer than but when you cut them, you have to have them precisely the exact same
Yeah.
size, or they will not fire.
well, and cutting is like scoring, and then you use
With
those
glass. Yes,
pliers to
nippers.
pop it,
Yes,
right?
Yes.
So it's
I have to
similar
say-
to stained glass and how you cut it, kind of
Sort
a
of.
little bit.
This
Okay.
is much more touchy
Because it's so
than
small.
stained glass. Yeah, it's thinner and it's
Oh,
more
because it's
expensive. They sell
thinner.
this stuff by the ounce.
Oh, the price per ounce when you're buying the colors of this glass.
When you're buying, but yeah, can you show them a piece? What
I see
what it looks
Tony
like?
at 25. Yeah.
Yeah, show them a couple of pieces.
Mom put together a little bin of examples for us.
And this is what you start with.
Okay, well, give me one at a time because I can't hold on to too many
There's
things at
one.
once. So here's some dichroic before it does have a background to it to start with,
Well, that's on thicker because it has a raised,
but you can
pattern.
see like the pattern on that one.
and
Well-
if you fire that without a cap, it tends to melt down some.
More flat.
And if you fire it with a cap, then you get all the effect of the deepness.
Hi,
in it.
Chris. How are you doing?
And this is
So
one
we can
that
be going once,
is
please, Christina.
thinner.
And this is a little bit thinner,
That's
and you
one of the
can see it's a
patterns.
flat pattern, kind of like foil attached to the glass. It's what it reminds me of.
Yeah, it's really metal. They make it using metal oxides, real
Mhm.
thin metal oxides.
Going twice, please. Oh my goodness, sorry guys. Jumping
Oops.
you everywhere. It also reminds me of like the stickers that we had in the 80s and the 90s with like the 3D background and stuff.
Yeah.
So here's another one that's actually this is similar to the background of these ones over here. And how thin the glass is. And then this is what she would cut down to make the shape she wants for
Right,
the earrings.
Oops,
Sorry, missed
you
your
could,
hand.
you could make
We
basically
can be sold, please, Miss Christina.
out of that last piece that you held up, you could probably make 2 pendants, or you could make a pendant and 2 matching earrings
Okay,
out of
so
that one piece.
we're gonna let's call this drizzle for fun,
Yeah,
and
that's
we'll
a good
call
idea.
this one, I don't know, call it orange. You can tell me which set you like, please.
And if you show
I
them
know the
these,
colors are just amazing on
here's
the
2 pieces
diacrylic
that were cut
glass.
to make a pair of earrings. So you see those are exactly the same size.
Okay, so these are gonna be little bitties, and it's gonna be hard for you to see because my fingers are much bigger than them. So this reminds me of like, it's almost like the size of, like a big Tic Tac that she's
And you
cut
would put
these to
that
be.
either on a plain black, same size,
hmm
or if you wanted some black to show behind it, you cut the black
A little
behind
bit bigger?
A little bit bigger.
Okay,
If you want it to be like 1/8 of an inch bigger all the way
bigger,
around,
because then it melts
so
over the
so
sides.
it melts over around it. Yes.
Okay, so this is what Tony picked, was the orange. Thank you so much. And if anyone is interested, we have this drizzle set available at 25. Are you guys liking how we're doing that with the offer up? So if there's more than one person interested in the style, or we can go straight claim and go faster and get some more colors and patterns and stuff shown. just out of curiosity, which way would anybody like to go a little bit faster, or are we doing good? Christina is on it. Look, she's like a mini Paula. Good job.
Yep, it's all there.
Yep. Oh, my phone, my tablet. I'm just going to restart it because it is stuck. My chat's coming through, but it is not liking it. We're doing good, Cindy says. Thank you. Just thought I'd ask feedback if you want me to go a little bit faster, if you want to see some other stuff, or you're fine with how we're doing it. Okay. I'm getting the people are liking how it's going. Perfect. What are you picking for us now, Ma?
I'm just showing you another.
Oh, this is another.
They call that a 3D because it's raised.
Yep, it's got a raised pattern to it, but it looks like that really deep, like it's actually got that 3D image inside the glass. That's a piece of the
so you fire that with a clear cap on it, then you have the depth.
Oh yeah,
and you can see the lights and the shadows. And
okay,
yeah.
Looks good.
I still have a huge amount of glass I've never even cut and used.
Yeah,
Kari's got my kiln.
Kari's currently has the kiln. Okay, so the earrings start at 10, and what else should we put with this one?
You want earrings here? How about
Let's do another. Let's do 3 sets of earrings.
Here.
Claudia says she's going to have to come to family dinner soon. Come on over, Claudia.
She might need her own family.
Oh,
to stay in
either way, if you have to go to your family dinner soon, thanks for joining us. If you want to come to our family dinner, you're more than welcome.
Come ahead.
Either way,
we'll plan a dinner.
That's right. Oh, she's getting me a third choice.
Something that's very obviously a difference.
She's given. It's easier. It's actually easier for her to pick than it is for me, honestly. Okay, so these are all $10 choice start. These have the black background, the diacrylic with the. It's almost like a little bead on a string in terms of like the design on it. From farther away, looks kind of like splotches of paint a little bit. It
was like a branch with little seeds on it.
Okay, that works too. And then this one is the light blue with that
squiggle.
Yeah, that honeycomb kind of pattern again in the diacrylic. And the third choice is the red with the blue and a star. Now we were trying to talk about those stars before. They're kind of like punched out, right?
You buy them as separate pieces and then you put them on and fire. You can fire them with a cap.
Are those as thick as the glass, or they're smaller?
And they're really hard to work with.
Kind of like foil in a way, or really thin?
They're glass.
It's really thin glass?
Yeah.
I thought it was like a foil thing. Okay.
Well, another set that you could do next if you wanted, you can show these.
Oh, thanks, Tony.
That gives you the
Sure
idea of what that's like.
Hi, Lavish Mango. Melinda, how are you doing tonight?
Those because they were a pain to work with.
Oh no, Melinda said last year she learned there's no way to turn a microwave into a glass.
Not
or there is?
Now a way.
Oh, I thought you blew up a microwave or something.
No. But
oh, that would be bad.
But you can only fire like one. The fire base is a piece that's about this big around. You can only fire like 1 or 2 things at a time.
Okay.
And you have to use kiln paper.
And does it take like as much time as the kiln does?
I don't know that because I was never willing to subject my microwave to experiments, especially when I had a kiln I could fire, and I could fire so much more in the kiln.
Yeah, because then you get a lot more done at the same time. So these are cool because they're like opposite, like
well, they're meant so that when you have them
coordinating,
they look like they're going the right way for a pair. Yeah.
That's what I was thinking, Tony, is that I thought maybe we blew up something and I read it wrong. So
well, people have had stuff explode in their kilns. I wasn't willing to try and experiment with my microwave. So
right. Well, you already have my microwave.
Yeah. Well,
we had an extra one in the garage. I mean,
when I killed my first one, she found me another.
All the kids going back and forth to dorms and apartments and stuff. We ended up with an extra microwave when Mom needed one, so it's over here. All right, I see Gabby at 10, and so we'll probably have the choice will be black, It's kind of got greens to yellows to oranges in that colorway. And we'll have the blue, and it has the kind of blue,
Purple.
pinks, and purples on that diacrylic, and then the red, white, and blue star ones. Thanks for coming for a while there, Warren. Appreciate your purchasing and hanging out and supporting us so much. Have a happy Easter. Great weekend. Going twice. Oops. Got to spell right. And once that lag hits it, we will be sold. Yeah, the diacrylic on the black. It really does set it off. So sold, sold, sold. Thank you, Christina.
She found a cheap one. What? It would well.
Did you find a kiln?
A cheap microwave, I bet.
Oh, a cheap microwave. We're guessing. They had, she is picking the black one. If anybody else is interested in a pair, you can claim blue or red. And that's what's left on that choice.
Okay, is that the first one for Gabby?
There was a kiln, pottery kiln at today.
Oh, I
available.
passed up a few kilns. I could have had a huge one a couple different times at auctions.
Mm-hmm.
But
And she
again,
said she
it's the
saw
no space. I like the beehive because it was portable. And I mean, I've fired things with my, I put tile down first on my dining room table, heavy tile like you'd walk on. And then I put the kiln on top of that and I plugged it in my regular house outlet, and that's how I fired things.
Yeah.
And I didn't burn my house down.
Okay, so these are a little bit more intricate. We're starting these at
25.
25.
But yeah.
Christina, these are starting
Okay.
at 25.
Those are ones I call quilt pieces because those are pieced together. The triangular ones.
I'm going to put it closer.
The triangular, are you going to start with there? Okay, that's got strips of glass plus other strips of other dichroic glass across it on the other direction.
And then it has the clear. No, the clear is not over the whole thing.
Well, the cap is a strip as well.
Yeah. So it's got to get those that look like it's a quilt with different pattern in it. So it gives it some more depth with the clear over just sections of it.
You can tell which ones have and which ones don't when you look at it clearly.
And that has the black. And look, you have an original Maria signature on that one. So one of a kind.
If you can hold a Dremel tool steady enough, you can sign your name.
And this one is, she calls it the patchwork, where you're cutting.
It's really a quilt pattern, and it's really difficult to cut glass into triangles.
Yeah.
Especially 4 triangles that will fit together on one square piece.
Yeah, it's neat that that's a woven look.
If you're a quilt fanatic or collector, that just might be something that might be right up your alley.
The black, the diacrylic, and then the clear cap on that one.
Right.
Tony is in at 25, and these are bigger. That help you out. I'm like thinking about it, not just holding it. That's about the size. They are approximately about 1.5. Oh, 1 3/4. Yeah, this one's a little bit smaller. This one's 1.5 square. This is 1 3/4, give or take. It's just a smidge bigger.
And you
choose
whether you want to put your bale on the corner and have it hang.
Yep. I like the effect of this one going on the diagonal kind of there. So Paula's here. Yay, Paula. Christina's doing a great job helping us out, Miss Paula. Paula's in at 26. Oh, like how my tape dispenser got my knuckle yesterday when I was shipping. Took a big bite out of me.
Oh, no.
Yeah. So Tony, maybe 27 or higher, let us know. And then I'm going to hold these a little bit stiller in front of the camera so you can see this one. So I think the stripes of the clear go this direction. There's 3, and then the other one, the diacrylic, are the strips that are going the opposite direction.
They're all diacrylic pieces.
And the top ones are clear.
Oh yeah. Oh well.
There's
but
3.
All the others.
Yes, the diacrylics go. Okay, we're going to point with something else. The diacrylics go this way, and then the 3 clear strips are going here, and that's what's giving that kind of a 3D look to that woven. Get that woven pattern in it. Paula says it's very beautiful, Ma. And Paula is out, so Tony is at 28. Christina will be going once. And oh, great. Oh, Paula got a box to Tony recently. And we're going twice. Sorry, sometimes I can't write and talk at the same time. Otherwise, I come up with some really interesting words.
It's like you can't walk and chew gum at the same time either.
Oh, I can do that. I don't know why I can't. But my going twice, and we can be sold, please. So we can go with quilt or weave, and that'll give us a distinction between the two options there. So Tony has first choice at 28. And Miss Paula, if you're interested, you're my backup at 26. Oh, she's going with both. All right. Thank you, Miss Tony. Appreciate it. She's taken times 2. Wonderful. Thank you so much. Miss Paula, we do have a couple other bigger ones in that kind of way, but we'll kind of we're mixing in different things and doing a variety. So,
well, if the people are still interested in quilt ones, there's quite a few quilt ones, and
yep.
I never actually put those out for sale before because it was hard for me to let them go.
She kind of hoarded the ones and the colors that she liked.
Yes. Well,
you know,
I sold a lot.
She did
for
sell
4
a
years
lot.
worth of selling. I sold a lot, but you know, I got into it in the first place because I love color and I love glass.
Thank you.
And been a glass collector for
the multi
half a
one,
century.
like the woven one, Paula. Okay, I'll look for another one of those in a minute.
There are several of those woven looking ones.
Yep. So we're gonna start. These are smaller pendants. Pendants. I don't want to say pennants. Oh, wouldn't that be fun to wear like 3 at a time on one of those? That'd be cool
They
too.
wouldn't hang that way unless you were.
Oh no, but you know,
it'd look kind of weird wearing your skewer.
Not well, yes. Or you could just, you know, like on a cloak. Some of those pins on a cloak that go through, they would probably fit on that
Now
too.
you could convert one of those to a brooch pretty easily by using the backing for a brooch and a couple jump rings to fasten onto these.
It's like a C, and it's got the thing through it, and it slides. So you
it depends.
pull
They make
it through,
different
put it
kinds.
on, put it there, and you can get some charms on it that way. So yep, choice. See, Christina gets me. They're not pendants. They're oh, your mom. I'm not going to say
they are
right.
pendants. She's right.
I'm just saying it wrong.
You're just leaving out.
Just do the things, Christina. You know what I mean.
You're just leaving out the D.
I can't. I don't know why. I don't know why.
Gabrielle says put them on a kilt. Kilt as a kilt pin.
That's what I'm saying. The kilt pins are like a C with a pin through, and it rotates like right here.
The kind Jeremiah would put on his kilt.
So then you would put a pendant on, and then you rotate the pin like this, and then it goes through it stays on, attaches on.
Oh, that's interesting. I don't think I've ever seen one of those.
We're going to go backwards. I didn't know they could come off on this end. And I put it on the wrong direction.
That happens a lot when I put them on a slide too.
There we go. So this one has a yellow background with dots and some small pieces of black and the clear cap. This one has the black background with it almost looks like a thermal map.
That's that rainbow.
And clear cap. And this is an orange background with just a smaller piece of the diacrylic on it with no cap.
That's kind of like this piece. That one in the middle started from something like this.
Yeah, it's got a bigger pattern in it than that one does though.
Yeah,
pretty much. It is backwards because it turned over on this end when it came off, so it went the opposite.
This is 2 pieces of the same thing. It just depends on how you cut it and mold it.
Yep, here, I'll show them that. So the bigger pieces of diacrylic have they have a large pattern on it. So depending on where you're cutting it, depends on where you'll get a piece of pattern, the pattern at. So like this one, the stripes are much closer together versus this one where they're further apart. And that's kind of where this came from, is a part of the larger pattern. So that's why we're starting at $5 choice. Sorry, Christina. Might have to take notes. They're pretty much the same. The smaller ones are all mostly starting at 5, and then we graduate to a little bit bigger size, and they're starting at 10. And then the fancier ones, we're starting at 25. And earrings are starting at 10, so everybody kind of knows the gist of it. And then the earring and pendant sets are 25 starts. So I see Mallory at 10. And Paula was just a little bit behind. Cheryl's at 6. Mallory is getting caught on the lag. This reminds me a little bit of the Reese's colorway. So that's about the size of these. Most of these are about an inch. This one's a little bit longer, 1.5 inches. And can you believe we've already been on for an hour?
Good grief.
Goes fast, doesn't it?
Sure does.
Mm-hmm.
When you're having fun.
Time flies when you're having fun. Got 26 people in the room. How are we doing on thumbs up? 27. Yes. Well, mine's, lagging. So no worries. Close enough. Mallory was at 8. Cheryl's at 10. And see, same thing with a little bit of a lag. I kind of like how the dots spread out a little bit. So this is choice pendant. And we're going to go orange, rainbow, and yellow when we're ready to claim. So everybody knows what we're talking about. Oh, you want in between? Okay. Which side do you want to see? We did this once. That's all right. We'll do it some more. I'm sure as people come and go, they'll all want to know behind what they're looking at behind us. I see Cheryl at 15. Mallory was at 12. No worries, Tony. Thank you for joining us while you were here, hanging out. We appreciate it very much. Thank you. Sounds good. And if there's anything that's not claimed, we'll try and put it in the comments. If you're watching a replay, just let us know and we'll try and decipher. If you put in as much descriptive information as possible, that'll help because we're kind of dealing with all the same stuff here. So that would be awesome. Have a great weekend otherwise, Tony. And all right. So I'm guessing, is that Mallory being out? We can go once. These would be also, like, I know some people hang things from their rearview mirrors in their cars.
I have a couple on magnets on my fridge.
Oh, yeah. You turn them into magnets. You could put a magnet on the back side.
If you're going to glue these to anything like a magnet, you need to use E6000.
Yeah, E6000 in a well-ventilated area. Or with a mask.
And it needs to be tacky before you put it on, so otherwise it might slide.
It's a good seal on it. Going twice. And 15 was Cheryl, and will be sold, please. And she can tell us which one she likes. And we have orange, rainbow, or yellow as a choice. Mallory will be my backup person. Backup. I feel like I have this really strange mustache thing going too here. Because I'm trying to hold them in the camera. I'm like, where's everybody? It's like a weird hide and seek game too. She's taking rainbow. All right, Mallory, are you interested in a choice for 12? Yeah, for 12. Thank you, Cheryl.
those two.
Okay. And yep, Mallory, let me know if you want a choice. So Mallory's taking orange. Thank you, Mallory. And was there anybody else in on that one? It was just Mallory and yep. So if anybody else wants the yellow, give it a shout out in the chat. Thank you, Mallory. Mom has given me some sets for the next round. Christina, they start at $25. And so we have, oh, really? These are going to be really close in kind.
But they're similar in colors, but neither of them have caps.
Make it
and you're gonna
complicated.
Look at it differently. It doesn't have caps.
Okay, I'm working on it. Skewering the earrings. Okay, so here's one side. So over here she's got lots of right that way. She's got the roosters and stuff there.
Rooster and
And then
roses.
on this side she's got a lot of the Pyrex, and then up on the top shelf she's got her mixers. She's gonna work on color coordinating her other mixers to match what she's rearranged her
There's a shelf
shelves
of
to.
Blanco water jugs there too.
Oh yeah, there's right here over my shoulder. Those are Blanco water jugs and a rainbow of colors. Mallory's asking if you can sign the back of hers. Do you still have a Dremel or anything?
I don't think I ever had my own Dremel. I think I only used it at the glass shop.
Okay, so maybe not.
Probably not.
Okay. So these are earrings and pendant sets.
Let's just say that when I can get back to my whole stack of all my original tools and stuff like that, the glass that I haven't worked yet, I might have a Dremel tool in there, but I don't remember.
I know Kari does, but
I might have only used the Dremel tool at Corals.
at the shop.
Yeah.
Okay. The answer is maybe not.
Maybe.
Mallory, maybe by July we'll figure it out.
Oh goodness.
Well, we might get to see Mallory in July. That's why I'm saying that. When we're in West Virginia.
Stephen is saying just order a pen like what John Fenton uses.
Well, you could get like a silver Sharpie or something.
I suppose that's possible. It probably won't work on glass.
A fine tip? I don't know. It would come
he's got
off or not.
something. Stephen might have to tell me what kind of a pen that is.
Yeah, Stephen, get on that. Let us know what that is.
Maybe take it to Missouri and use his.
Yeah. There's a black background on both of these, and the diacrylic is on top. So this one is it's that oil slick kind of, like a print of an oil slick is almost what it looks like. And then you get the depth of it being on the glass and being a little bit more dimensional. And with no cap on it, you kind of see like a glittery, a little bit more of a textured surface to it.
Yeah.
So this is the earrings in that same print, both on black background.
And either of those with caps on would look totally different.
It would look different. And this one's a little bit more of a circular pattern to it in that oil slick diacrylic pattern, and the earrings as well. So these are a choice at $25 for a set. And oh yeah, I mean, there's that. Or Mallory can bring her piece with us. No, not to Missouri. She could bring her piece to July, but I don't think John won't be doing glass in July. He's just doing.
But I will find out about that pen by then.
Oh, she'll bring it by then. That's the plan.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Melinda's saying Sharpie's not permanent on glass.
No.
Yeah, they're kind of fun, aren't they? On the black, okay, so here, that would be the size for the necklace. They're very similar in shape and size of these two.
Yeah, those were all cut to be exactly the same.
They're really very similar.
That was the plan. Sometimes it actually works out to be the plan. Sometimes it doesn't.
Okay. And why don't you pick me out something else while we're up and about here?
Let's take something that's got kind of a pattern to it.
Okay.
But that once you put the cap on it, it changes the look.
Okay, so we're gonna go We're gonna look similar to this, but the next round
Well,
will
Only in
have,
the fact that the patterns of caps, I don't
Yep.
have anything, I don't have those patterns with caps on.
I understand. I
Okay.
got you.
I was just looking to see if there was any oddball one like that.
Go to another kind. So what are these ones starting at?
10.
Okay, Christina, these will start at 10. Voice, oh, still jump, no matter what. Some of them have a little bit smaller veil on them, but should be able to slide onto or get put onto a necklace. They are
You
now.
can use jump rings or you can use a
Yep.
wire.
So here we have, oh, clear. Yep, for clearing. Got it. These are choice at 10. Well, easier. They're all a black background. They're reflecting the blue that's on the screen. Oh, it's got a little bit of a slag through it, but it's mostly black. I see Warren at 10. This one's on the diagonal. Has a diacrylic with a butterfly in it. And mostly the blues into the purples. Not much purple in this, but a couple different blues. Clear cap. This one, more into the purples. So you can see a little bit color change as I move it, so the light reflects different sections of it.
That one on the plain glass before you fire it reminded me of like looking like the inside of a computer with the electrical pattern and how they put the wires and stuff.
Okay. Also
just a
reminds me a
weird
little
thing.
bit of a fingerprint in a way too.
Whirls in it.
And this one is a little bit more of a geometric pattern, and in the blues as well, and they all have the clear cap on top to get that rounded kind of 3D then look to the glass underneath. It shows off the pattern more with that clear on top a little bit.
You can show this with if you want. This is that middle one without a cap.
That's not the same thing.
But it's the same thing.
Similar.
Okay, fine.
Similar. Okay, so we had Warren at 10. Oh, you're gonna have to tell me how you want me to say you. YPIIO. Please tell me how you want me to pronounce that. I don't think I've heard your name pronounced in a chat before. I'm sorry, but welcome. Thank you for coming and looking with us. Was at 12, Warren's at 13. Oh, Mallory, you need to send me pictures of your crow. That'll be cool. And then 14 and Yippee-I-O. See, Mom figured it out.
Well, I had heard somebody else say it on another chat,
Okay.
but I still wasn't pulling it up until I
Perfect.
saw the comment.
You're new to me. Thanks for joining us. Yippee-I-O. Perfect. See? That won't be hard to remember.
Christina says she feels like it's a yippee.
Y-I-O-A. And okay, and then and Warren and Yippee is back at 16. Hi Chris, how are you doing today? We're here at Mom's house doing diacrylic fused glass jewelry. All right. Oh no, bad news at your house. That's disappointing. I'm sorry. I hope that he heals quickly and that nobody else gets it. But seems like these rounds are not lasting as long, so that's good.
And not as severe.
Yeah. So Warren was at 17. The PIO is out. Thank you so much. So we can count it down, please, Christina, going once. Yes, we'll be thinking about you. And you'll be in our thoughts and prayers for sure, Chris. Nobody likes getting sick, that's for sure. My friend Barb's son he was home for like 4 days, went back to school, had to do extra testing because he missed testing, and then got some sort of a virus. No, he got another infection. It's something on his scalp that they sent.
Oh, really?
So now he's home again.
Oh.
He'll have missed 6 days out of the last
10.
Well, 1 day. He's been in school once out of 6 days. It's kind of crazy.
He's a smart boy. He would catch up.
Yeah, they sent him home a nice thick packet of homework. He'll be fine now that he actually feels better. So, and we can be sold, please.
The sinus, the allergies are bad this
Yeah,
season, but
I mean,
all these heavy winds don't help one bit, stirring up
No.
everything.
and everything's starting to bloom and bud around here
Yep.
finally too. So,
I get
all
really
right.
bad. I get really bad along about August when all the yucca blooms.
All right, Warren, your choice. We're gonna go with butterfly, fingerprint, and geo, just to help. Because they're all the same color practically. So, what is your choice, please? And then Yippee-I-O, he's going with all three.
I'll get
Clearing it out.
We'll get a
Thank
bigger bag.
you so much, Warren. Appreciate it. And thank you for your offers as well.
These pendants, I think, make wonderful gifts.
I think Warren is filling up his gift closet today. That's what we used to have, as a gift shelf, gift closet. Okay, let's do a couple of these bigger ones again. I like this one. We're gonna go one of these two. I think I'm gonna go this way, and then we're gonna go a different one. We'll go this one. All right, these are starting at 25, please, Christina. Oh, it snowed last night again there. Oh, my goodness.
I will say the one with the little squares in the corner was a real beast to do, because those are really tiny pieces of glass. They have to be exactly the same
This one.
size. Yep.
So these are the more intricate ones.
My quilt pieces, if you will.
Starting at 25 again. Oh, he's resting, but he feels crappy. I'm sorry. Yeah. Well, hopefully it'll be shorter, but my chat is, oh, it's decided to start over. That's nice. So this is like the quilt pattern again. Has the cobalt on the side strips, has the larger honeycomb pattern in the middle and the smaller honeycomb pattern in the corners, and then it is on black with the clear cap, giving it that 3D look. And these are just about 1.5 inches square for this one. And this one is, this one is like the woven look again. And let's see, my right direction. This way, except for, this side right here where there's a little bit more mixy matchy going on. And then the clear strips went this way to give it that 3D look of looking woven. And it has everything then from purples to blues to greens and that little pop of pink to orange on the bottom corner. It is approximately 1.5 inches square as well. And so they are about like yay for comparison.
Ooh, you wouldn't want those for earrings.
Oh, well, some people like them.
Very long earlobes.
I'm putting it up to my face. It's a Trisha thing. See, it's only 1/4 of my face.
Yeah.
We take 4 of them to make a face.
The glass does get heavy when it has cappers on.
Yep, it's 3 layers of glass.
Yep.
Not just glass, but then 3 layers of glass. So we have Cindy in at 25. Yeah, grateful for the snow. We're gonna need some snow because between the fires and the dust and all the wind, we're gonna need some more snow.
We have fires going on. It must be at least 8 different areas right now along the Front Range.
I think we get to go up into the 70s though for Easter weekend at least, which would be nice.
Back to Linda.
Oh yeah, back to it. We've had it all day today. It wasn't in the forecast, and we got it regardless.
I haven't been out today. I didn't have any.
Oh, I can hear it from here. So we are at 25 with Cindy. Bye, Gabby. Thanks for joining us. Have a great Easter weekend. I'm going to try and refresh this one. It's not liking it at all. So we can be going once. I'm trying to, didn't see anything else. Gabby says, bye, Mom. Bye, awesome, Mom. And going twice. We're going to go with quilt And weave again for distinguishing these for claiming. And I'll have to watch the little bitty chat. I only see 3 or 4 comments at a time that way. So it's really hard to go back because otherwise I block people on accident. So
That's Kathy.
F
Facebook something.
FBF, Fat Bird Finds.
Oh, okay.
Yep, I so want to watch tonight. I'm so looking forward to that, guys.
You're gonna have to send me a connection.
Oh, you want to watch? It'll be in. You'll be lost, but I'll have to explain it to you later. It's a long story.
Later,
I'll tell you later. Yeah. All right. So we have Cindy. She wants the quilt one. All right. So we're gonna take this one for the quilt for Cindy. Thank you, Cindy. Well, we said weave for this one. Distinguish that.
Yep, I forgot you said that.
Oh, Melinda says it's 59 at her house in LA this morning.
Oh.
If anyone else is interested in this woven style pendant, it is $25. Put it in the chat. Ooh, that was awfully close to my eye. It didn't do it on purpose. It swung around on my finger on accident. Hey, you picked one with a signature on it. Bonus, it's signed. She loves it. Okay, let's do this one. This is a one of a kind. What are we going to start this one at? $25. Do you have any idea of what the metal is at all for the band? No. It's one of the slide-on cuffs.
Mm-hmm. I could not keep those. I sold out of those. I didn't make a lot of them.
Starts at 25.
This is the only one I have left, actually.
It is it's almost 3/4 inches wide. I have a little bit bigger wrist and it is just real snug on mine. So, and again, as you all know, I don't like
You can make it tighter too. You can
yeah, you can make it tighter. Who would want it tighter?
Oh, somebody that is smaller.
Somebody wants to buy it. You might get my arm with it because it's not coming off easily.
Well, that is the same finish as those earrings you sold the sets.
So we showed the earrings earlier where the diacrylic glass did not have a cap. And so it has a little bit of a rougher texture to it. It's not smooth.
It gives very much of a shiny crinkle look.
But boy, you can really see that sparkle. And just imagine what it looks like in the sunshine.
Yep.
And I know one of the reasons why Mom likes this stuff is because this looks like that, what's the rock, the mineral that looks like this, that they manufacture? That's got like...
Oh, titanium?
I don't know. You got some out there. Mom was a science teacher for a really long time, so she likes rocks and shells and all that kind of stuff too.
And glass, and Pyrex and glass.
Yeah. So across the cuff, it is almost 2 3/4 from side to side, and the inside of the cuff is almost right here is 1 3/4. But you can manipulate it a little bit, but you don't want to bend it to where it is adhered, where the glass is adhered to it, because then you might have it might pop off. You don't want to bend it.
Well, if it does, you get the.
Oh yeah, it kind of does look like. Yep.
And,
you can repair it. It's not a big deal.
Glue it back on again. Yep.
They're saying it looks maybe a little bit like druzy.
A druzy quartz, yeah, it does look like a little bit like druzy quartz.
And all those peacock colors, definitely.
Well, you can tell I like the blues and the greens and the purples.
I'm thinking of the one where they manufacture it, where they like.
I know which one you mean, but I can't remember the name of it. Yeah. No, I'm losing my nouns.
We all are. We're all there. It's all right. But it is definitely a silver.
See, I forgot the actual name of the rock too.
The silver tone bracelet band cuff. And the glass is 1 inch by that 3/4 inch. 1 inch by 3/4. All right, let me see what we got here. Oh, they're saying it kind of looks like stainless steel, but I don't know.
I
don't
remember.
Did you get findings at other places other than like Hobby Lobby, or just?
I don't remember even where I got that. We're talking several years ago now.
Well, it's up to you. If you like it, it is what it is. We cannot guarantee what it is.
It's definitely it's not sterling.
No. Probably hypoallergenic regardless.
It might be You have to
Shouldn't
wait a
turn your
minute.
wrist
no.
orange or green or anything
shouldn't.
silly like that.
It shouldn't. I have worn one like
Mhm.
that. I haven't had that trouble.
Baba Wally, how are you this afternoon? Thanks for jumping in. And we have fused glass with my mom this afternoon. Okay. We'll pass on this one for right now, not a problem. I'm going to hand you this diacrylic glass back. This one we've done. Let's see. How about another one on a card? How about the pinky purple one? That's totally different. Yep.
I tried making that for the red hatters.
Oh, y'all better behave. My mom is here. Just saying.
What's going on?
There's two choices of earring and pendant set starting at $25. So this one is like a pink background.
That's red, honey.
It's red. It looks pink to me.
No, it's not. It's red. But red,
Oh, maybe
red
it's...
is a very hard color to fire.
Okay, let's go. You can see it's red, and then with the diacrylic
It's
colorway.
supposed to be a red, purple, and silver.
Okay, there we go. It looks a little pinkish because I think of the color of the changing of the diacrylic glass when you move it in the
That
light.
could be.
But it's supposed to be red and purples with the silver, and it has a heart veil on it. So that's one choice.
That's the only one of those I ever made because it was so hard to get the red to fire red.
And this choice has the black glass on the background and kind of the greens to blues in the diacrylic pattern.
Is that a turtle in bonds?
Oh no, I don't see
it's just
anything. I
squigglies
think
or
it's just
something.
a little more randomness.
No cap on that one.
Yep, with no cap. So it's kind of got that rough, like foil feel to it. It's not real. This one's pretty smooth considering. Some of them are a little bit more rougher than others, depending on how textured the pattern was to begin with. So those are our two choices this round. Thank you, Miss Christina, for all your help. I appreciate it. Stainless, most like it does bend. Yes, the cuff does bend. I just didn't want to bend it because it's not going to be for me, so I don't want to move it. So if anybody is interested in the cuff, the bracelet, you can just put bracelet in the chat and I'll watch for it. And there we go. Yeah. I know it. I'm more sensitive. I barely even wear anything anymore because it just bothers me. Not, so I totally understand that. Hey, Jeff popped in. He's on a break. How you doing, honey? Baba Wally, we're starting them as choice with an offer. So if you're at 25, then you can be at 25. If nobody else pops in, we just close the offer and move on to another choice. So how about I take intent, so we'll put you in at 25 as Christina did. If you're good with that, we'll carry on. And then I'm not seeing any other interest, so we can count that down as long as Baba Wally confirms that one with us, Christina. I feel like I sound stuffed up.
We probably are stuffed up.
Yeah, I don't. So, all right. And Christina, we can just go ahead and mark that one as sold then, since there's no other interest in it.
The blue set is what he said. So which one did you call the blue set?
Well, this one, I'm assuming this one. That's the blues to the greens,
That
correct?
looks green to me.
Baba Wally. Well, it's not the red and purple set, so
That's true.
I'm just trying to make it enough that we can discern between the choices. So, and I don't know if I've shipped to you before. And so if you make sure you send me your information, I'd appreciate it.
You got the right one.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I got your name on it. Okay. Let's see. Let's do a couple small ones again. These ones will start at $5. Here's one with a really big texture on it. And this one's more white with some iridize. And this one's got some purples. Okay. Here's our next round of choices. Mom had to see what I was holding up. So small pendants starting at $5 choice. Here's about size way for you to see what they're at. They're all pretty much under that
This
1
is
inch
the kind of glass
that this one is.
that one was, and then so you can see that how much it melts down
Yeah, so you
without a cap on it.
can you see like the texture, the 3D texture in the glass? It's not just smooth. And then you can still see it. It doesn't melt down perfectly flat. It's still got some of that 3D definition in it.
And
It's just a different
That's
colorway.
what the stuff looks like when it had fired with a cap around.
And here's with the cap. Kind of smooths it out and gives it just a little bit different
But you get more depth.
look. But that is for comparison. So we have that one. We're going to call that one, no, it's on a black background. What do we call this one? Let's call this one blue, for lack of a better word. And this has some texture to it as well. It looks like it's on a white background, no cap, has the iridized finished in those whites and pinks and yellows.
Really dichroic, but iridized is comparing to the glass that we're used to doing.
I'm trying to give other descriptive words other than dichroic every time, so everybody kind of can get an idea of what the difference is. And then this one is on like a light lilac purple with a kite-shaped diamond piece of dichroic on top. And it's in the purples to blues to greens on it. And they all have the silver veils. They're all really close to 1 inch, no bigger than 1 inch. And we have Cheryl is out, Cindy's at 10 is what I see currently. And we can count it down then, please, Miss Christina, going once. Where was this one? Over here?
Yeah, it depends.
This one or that size?
This is right here.
Okay. Oh, you can hear that wind again going twice.
Yeah.
It's creaking and cracking around here when it gusts. And sold, please. Oops. Write down the right numbers here. Yep, they're going all over the place. So Miss Cindy, would you like,
35.
We're gonna say purple, white, or blue? Oh, Mallory says her mom likes that one. Cool. She's taking the white one, please. All right, wonderful. And then Cheryl, would you like either of the other choices that are left for your $5 offer? The black background with the blues, the lilac background with the kite shape. And she's going to take the blue one, so this one. Perfect. If anybody else wants the lilac with the kite shape, that one is available for $5. Oh yeah, that's the word. Good job. That's what I was thinking.
I was obviously not coming up with it at all.
Okay.
Any more white, same size or smaller? Question.
Yeah, sure. We can do some more white in, they're similar. These two are a little bit different. That's bigger, not smaller. Yeah.
This is another one.
Well, here I have two white choices, and we'll put something in between it here. Yep, but I don't want to put all the same thing up because I can't discern between the three of them very easily.
Okay.
Okay, thank you, Cheryl. And Cindy, appreciate it. And who was asking? Oh, Christina. Okay, Christina, this one we're having two more choices of white in. These start at $5 also. And So this one is a square, white background, no cap. So it has a little bit of texture to it. Still has that oil slickish kind of look to it. This one is a red background with yellow and then those dots of red and then a clear cap over. This reminds me of like the Skittles logo. I don't know why. And then this is the white background with this has a little bit more shine to it with that clear cap over it.
Right.
So we're going to call this rectangle. This is going to be red and this is going to be square. How we're going to just tell the difference on these guys. And we have Mallory was 5, Melinda was 10, Mallory was 12. I don't know why this reminds me of Skittles, but it does. It needs that red S on it and it would be perfect. So yeah, red dot Skittles. Skittles or Starburst, one of the two. I don't know. Mallory is at 12. Melinda, are you out or would you like to be 13? Oh, Randy's jumping in there, getting in the ring at 13. This one reminds me a little bit more. I don't know what they used to call that.
There was a name for that pattern. It was very, very popular because you could put that on
all the colors.
If you put it on black, it had a.
Melinda's out. Look. Thank you.
It would change with the colors of the backs you put on.
Oh yeah, I can imagine that.
It was just a yummy.
It almost looks like holographic a little bit on the white. And for size comparison, oh, I keep doing it at an angle and then they slide off. I don't know why. I don't know why I can't hold it up straight on me. That's the size comparison. That's right. Queen is in the house. What's funny is my last name was King growing up, so I heard all sorts of jokes about that growing up.
Yeah, when people can't understand my name on the phone, I say King is in Queen.
Yep. Okay, these are the ones I've already done, so. Okay, you want to get me a second set one? Yep. All right, Spirit Junkie says, battle it out. Mallory, where are we at? Thank you, that makes it easier. Mallory is out. Yeah, he's hearing you rattle them around over there. Yep. Okay, going once.
It's like throwing dice.
Going twice. And waiting on the lag, which means I get to let a little sip. And we can be sold, please. And our words for discerning between, we have square, red, and rectangle. What is your choice, please, Randy? Mallory, you'll be my backup at 14. Nope. Oh, was it above there? Did I miss it?
I don't see what he's referring to.
I don't see what you're referring to either, but oh, he likes the Skittles. Hey, Christina's reading his mind.
That's what he meant.
Christina knows. Thank you for speaking Randy for me, Christina. I appreciate interpretation. Mallory, would you like a square or rectangle in the white colorway at 14? The rectangle. Perfect. Sorry, I bumped it. My fault. If anybody else is interested, let's see, do we have anyone else in that besides Mallory? And nope. Okay, the white one is available. Thank you, Mallory. Thank you, Randy. Thank you, Christina, for speaking Randy. I really appreciate that.
I'm going to remember speaking Randy.
That's right. Sometimes it's like riddles.
Riddles for Skittles.
Yeah, riddles for Skittles. Look at Mom. She's just jumping in with with the AK-isms, you know. Annie Christie likes to do rhymes and puns.
And Christina says, I speak Randy.
That's right. All right. So we have 2 more sets I'm putting on the skewer. You speak fluent, Randy, apparently. And we will start these sets at 25. Oh, yay. I'm really glad, Randy. That'll be cool. Actually, that's really neat idea. It goes with the small Pee-wee marble earrings.
Oh, cool.
From
Put
Moon
'em
Marble.
together.
Yeah.
Good idea.
It's a great idea. Okay, we got 2 sets available. They both have clear caps and they're all on black backgrounds. This has like a zigzag or a chevron-esque pattern to it. In the blues to purples to greens, all those peacock kind of colors, the brights. This one, I don't even know what you would call this one.
It gold more than anything.
Some gold
in it.
It's kind of got some veining in it, like marble or
it was one of those
something like that.
3D patterns, and that's
okay.
probably fired a little bit longer, and that's what happened to it. You get different things the longer you fire, and all that too.
I understand. You're asking. I thought you already had some, Randy. If you are interested in a Pee-wee set of red marble earrings, yes, I still have some of those. I can write down a pair of those to go with your order, certainly. Oh yeah, kind of Starry Night. So this group is a choice of.
I'll make a note on this.
I got it. I got it. I'm writing it down right now.
Okay. Stick it in here.
Pee-wee red earrings. And those are $7, Randy. Putting it right in your bag with your Skittles pendant. All right. So I must have missed it. The choice here, thank you, is the, what did we just say? Somebody said Starry Night. Yeah, the golds, and it kind of has some blues
I think.
into the black background, and then this one's a zigzag kind of pattern.
Almost looks like you're looking at a moon surface of old riverbeds or something.
Oh yeah, kind of like a map. Yeah.
Yeah, map, that works.
Mallory says her mom would like to know if we have Pee-wee marbles to match the pendant she just got.
Which one did she just get?
That was the white one, right? I have the blue with a white slag.
Are you talking about this one?
Yep.
Right here?
I have red with the yellow. I have green with white. I have cat's eye, but they're not. They're mostly clear into the beiges, and I have.
This has a lot of blue, green, gold to the.
Trying to think. I had blue, red, green, yellow. I had yellow. I can look and see if the cat's eye ones, how they look with it, but I'm not sure. I kind of picked random ones and they don't all match. So I can look into that for you, Mallory.
I'll just write on the back here, look at marbles. How's that?
Compare to marbles, please. Okay. Have those up for a little bit. I'm going to pull it down. And let's see. Do you want to pick me a couple bigger pendants and tell me what they will start? Those is $10 starts?
As you can see.
Ooh, fancy.
There's the same kind of thing. It's the clear. You can see.
You want to give me 3 choices?
Sure. Here's the invisible snowman.
Oh. What is our start on these?
10.
Yeah, the green and white might match. Okay. Use my judgment. Perfect. Thank you. I appreciate that. Hi, Cricket. How are you doing this afternoon? Okay, we're passing and we're going to pendants. These are, I should have measured them before I put them on here. That's okay. We'll just rewind.
Did you have something you wanted to
Nope.
put back?
Nope. 2 1/4 by 1 inch is this one. It's a rectangular. And this is all right, you're gonna have to tell us how many pieces is the bottom layer of this one. You can see through it.
It's got the orange on black on the two sides in triangles
Okay.
are two pieces. The piece in the middle is a see-through dichroic.
This one.
So if you put it on some other color, it's going to show the color a little bit.
So there's no base on this one then. It's
No.
just the dichroic first and then the clear cap.
Yes.
So it has the dichroic orange.
It's like a strip in between.
And then like the iridized kind of pinky stuff in the middle.
Hold it up to black if you want to hear. Put it in front of this and see what happens.
Oh, they can see my face through it.
Well, your face is
see, and it changes color based on what it's in front of. Okay.
It's to turn blue.
And then the next choice, I mean, this was 2 1/4 by 1 inch. This one's 2 inches by 3/4, and it has a cobalt blue backing, and then a dichroic piece on each side with the middle section open so you can see the blue through it, and then only a portion of it has the clear cap. So that's where you're seeing a little bit more shiny and 3D effect to it, similar to what we showed you on the woven part. Again, looks like a map with rivers, very much so. And the third choice here is the, I think, is it the dichroic first on the, because there's no base glass on that. She was going for a snowman. This is either a snowman in a blizzard or the invisible snowman.
Well, it's a snow hat.
Kind of looks like that hat pattern with the little pom-pom on top, or the invisible man.
It's been a while. I don't remember how I made it.
We're not quite sure. It's up for interpretation. It might have
been something that was an accident, and that's how it turned out.
Yep.
And it's always seemed to me to be like the invisible snowman.
It's about 1 1/2 by 2 inches.
It will pick up the color behind it.
So here's the 3 choices in this group. So we're going to call this snowman just because it's an easy way to identify it. We're going to call this one river, and we'll call this one window. And it's interesting because I think the middle section of this and the back of this are the same color. So that's where you're coming up with those colorways. And size comparison. This one's the shortest, and then this is the longest at 2 1/4. So Seussical's in at 10. Mallory says she'd love to learn how to make these. I think she means she'd like to go to classes and such. Did you, how long did you take classes before you kind of felt you were proficient at it and creating your own?
Good question.
We're going to be going once, Christina.
I really started on earrings more than anything because they were small, they didn't take much glass, and they were easy to learn on. And when I was first doing that, I was not even firing them. She did all the firing.
Okay.
So it was very much a
kind of stages,
slow learner, stages, yeah.
And
then went on to a pendant class, and and she also had beehive kilns at the shop, and then she rented out
and will be sold, please,
time
Christina.
on the kilns. So I graduated to that next, and then eventually somebody actually gave me a kiln.
So
I probably 4 or 5 years. I mean, I had a lot of failures. I had a lot of successes. The stuff I thought that looked really good, I would take to show. Other stuff I would hide.
And window as your choice, please, Seussical. Yep. A lot of it's just that trial and error. Seussical is taking river, please. Wonderful. If anybody else is interested in a choice, you can put snowman or window in the chat, and we'll watch for it. Thank you, Seussical. Here you are. Ma. She's slacking over there. She's typing in the chat instead of bagging up jewelry.
Yep.
Oh, Cindy's going to take window. Thank you. I will write you down. Cindy. Need to put the 1 and not just a 0 on it. That's cool. Look, Christina, you're keeping up so well. Thank you for keeping us straight. Ma, I can't reach all the way across the table. She's like this, across a 4-foot table. I'm like, you gotta reach a little further. Everybody's gonna see up my nose otherwise.
That's your nose.
All right. How about a few requests of what else? I'll pick another round and
Colors or something.
yeah, colors or different
This
ways.
reminds me of turtles.
Okay.
Any turtle
And
fans out there?
well, then give me a second. How about this one right here? We'll have 2 choices. This will be an earring pendant set and starts at 25. That's right. Spirit Junkies like, did I hear the whip crack on Mom? I'm just like, hey, hello.
So get with it.
Yes.
Oh, you know, I only ever made one of that snowflake pattern.
Oh, really?
That was such popular glass, I could never find it again to buy it more of it.
So the snowflake is like a blue snowflake on a purple pattern background. It has the clear cap over it, and it is on the black background glass. And each earring is a little bit, there are different snowflake prints out of the glass. And then this pattern, Mom says it reminds her of the turtles. Is that hexagon? Is that the 6-sided one?
The earrings more remind me of turtlebacks than anything.
Yeah, because it gets more 3D and rounded on
Yeah.
those smaller pieces when it's
It
like
was
that.
interesting putting those on round pieces.
Oh, I bet you it
I
was.
usually did rectangle to match, but that was just the way that went. Sometimes it was fun just to experiment to see what would happen.
Thank you,
And
Spirit
then if
Junkie.
you took really good notes, if you liked what happened, you could make it again, sort of. You didn't remember what you did, it was too bad.
I'm just trying to reread the chat. I don't think I missed anything, but then it stopped. So I'm like, wait, what's next? So I know we're just heading out of winter, but this one is a pretty interesting and intricate pattern that was put in with the diachroic background. I love how it changes. Oh, there you can see it changes from the purple to the pink with the lighting, and then the greens. Okay, focus. There we go. Greens to blues on that black background. And this does not have a cap over either one, the earrings but the snowflakes do have a cap. Baba Wally. Okay. Mom's answering you in the chat. Perfect. Thank you, Baba Wally. Thanks for sending your information in. And I recognize your name from Jan's chats. Thanks for joining us. Okay. There she is.
My thumbs are this type of.
Your thumbs are slow.
Not only that, they hit the wrong keys.
Well, it's a small keyboard.
I know it.
This one's kind of fun. This one's totally different. And
There's some real unusual ones in there.
let's go with this one. Okay. These are all $5 startup choice. And there's the size comparison for about what it looks like. This one is on a black background, and it is that big, chunky 3D that we've shown you earlier in the diachroic. It still has a little bit of that texture after being fired. No cap. This is an orange background. And then I think you have yellow and black stripes, and I don't know, there's like a cap on it, but
well, that's actually a diachroic made on clear.
On clear, okay.
So you can use it as a cap of other colors.
Yeah, so you kind of get that right on the top of that one. It's almost like a fish. It's a square geometric, but reminds me of like a scale kind of pattern. Yeah. Kind of like a coral snake or something.
Yeah, I don't know, it was just weird.
And then black background, no cap. And this, oh, what do we want to call this? What do we call that shape? It's got 6 sides again.
It's like a
Oh, it looks like that, like
It's-
the metal,
yeah, like a mesh, like
a
a
metal mesh, yeah.
screen or something you would use.
And it goes from the blues to the purples and the
Yeah.
hot pinks.
My favorite colors.
Yep. So, oh goodness. My eye is starting to water. Hopefully having to do with all that wind. And my tablet just wants to sit here and spin and do nothing. Not helpful at all. So I see Geneva at 5. Like my this would almost remind me of something somebody who has reptiles or likes reptiles would kind of like in those bright patterns and colors. This one looks like a relief map with mountains in it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Mountains.
One of those maps that they would make that would actually be in plastic that would have with bumps for up. Yep,
Yep.
I agree with that.
Yep. And then I see, oh, Lavish Mango's coming in at, oh, sorry, Mallory was in at 6 first. A Killer Bee. Oh yeah, those are kind of those bumblebees have that orangey kind of look to them. You're right. And then it looks like their wings with that iridized shine to it. Okay. Catch up. Can I catch up? Would be nice. So Melinda was behind and is now up to 8. Thank you. See if I can adjust this that it would stop just buffering. Goodness sakes, because all I see is one picture just kind of sitting there and then my chat's just. All right. Mallory, Geneva, are you out? Oh, Geneva's in at 9. Again, if there is a color you would like to see, throw it in the chat and we'll see what we can find for you. Melinda and Mallory, you need to be 10 or higher. Okay. Mallory is out. Thank you so much. Melinda, would you like to be 10 or higher? So, how many pairs or items do you think you would make in each firing, give or take?
We're only working with about a 6-inch square base in the kiln. So a typical set like the sizes we've been selling with the rectangular earrings to match the rectangular pendant, you'll probably fire.
Okay, Geneva's out. We can be going
2 sets and maybe an extra pair of earrings in that firing. And in terms of rental time on the kiln, when I was doing that, it was $10 a firing.
Going twice? So
I don't know if that's what she's still charging.
Yeah.
Probably
so almost about $5 just in the firing, give or take. Yeah.
Yeah, and then you buy your glass, they sell it by the pound. The plain background glass, of course, is cheaper. The dichroic glass is probably twice or 3 times as expensive as the plain backs.
All right, Melinda, what is your choice, please? We're going to go with, we're going to call this map. We're going to call this B, and we'll call this mesh. What would you like? And then my backup is Geneva at 9. But you would go over to the glass shop and work for what, 2, 3, 4 hours in an afternoon?
Oh yeah.
And sit and cut and glue and fire.
When I got better at doing it, sometimes I would buy a bunch of dichroic at the same time, different patterns, and I would sit on her cutter.
Thank you,
cut
Melinda.
Sets and bag them up, and then fire them later. I probably still have stuff in my supply. I know I have stuff that's even been cut and glued and never fired.
Melinda, oops, I
So,
took the wrong one.
if I decide I'm gonna pick it up again, I have a lot to work with, but
Geneva wants the mesh one at 9, and then Mallory, are you interested in this one at 6? Oops, those sticky notes are sticking good. There you go. Spirit Junkie said her mom was an amazing woman. She tries to emulate her every chance she gets. My aunts were almost as amazing as my mom. Yeah, we're blessed to have wonderful family.
Yep.
Especially if you're able to be around them a lot. So that's a blessing, Spirit Junkie. Mallory's passing on this one. If anybody else wants this one, is available for $5. And put map in the chat. How are we doing, guys? We're hanging in there okay? We're at 2 hours. Oh, mom's picked me out some more bigger ones. What are these going to start at?
Yes.
Okay, these are going to be a
You
$10
definitely
choice.
have creativity in it.
Oh yeah, I think
Batch.
some of it I remember you would take like the scraps from other things
Well,
that you made
you always use your scraps for
and then
something
use
else.
them up. Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So this is 2 inches by 1.5 inches. It has that light lilac kind of background to it, starting at $10.
And that reminds me, it's a very loose interpretation
Spirit Junkie.
of sun and rays.
Yeah. So it's got those stringers again, and
yeah.
then random pieces of dichroic to put like the rays or the of the sun.
I had no idea how it was going to turn out when I fired it. It was a total surprise.
This next is 2.5 by 3/4, and it has the cobalt as a back piece and some other random pieces of different patterns of dichroic and some of it
stacked,
lilac and stacked. So yeah, you're going to get that.
You get very much a relief feel on the front
different sizes, and there's some clear on there as well, where the shiny is. I love the ones that are like these with the crazy awesome patterns. 2.25 by 1.25 is the last choice, and it's on a white background. And it has that bumpy 3D effect dichroic in the white. And it has a stripe of purpley, bluey, all those colors in there in between the 2 pieces. Oh, Yippee-I-A, Yippee-I-O, excuse me. You would like to claim this one. Where'd the map go? This one for map for $5. I got you. Oh, thank you so much. And if you don't mind, make sure you send your information to vintagevikingtreasures@gmail.com so we can get those invoices out to you. Thank you, Christina. So these ones are a bit bigger. They're a little, and they are like so.
The one with the purple stripe on it reminds me of, if it had another ribbon, it would be a Christmas package.
It reminds me almost like a dress too, with like a waistband,
a
little bit.
Yeah, interesting idea.
Or for some reason, like a kaleidoscope with or a prism. It looks like a prism, like they show a prism with the rainbow through it. That's what it looks like to me.
Well, I guess part of the fun of this glass is that you can use your imagination.
Oh yeah, it's totally up for interpretation. It's very much art like that as well.
Yeah, very much.
Everybody sees different things.
I'll give you one for people to look at. That's another stacked one, but it's just my favorite that I wear all the time, and it's not for sale.
Show and tell.
This is only a show and tell piece.
Nobody can have it. So it's got all the random dichroic pieces, and she's stacked it, and it's almost like 1/4 to a 1/2 inch thick with all those. And I made
earrings to match in the purple polka dotty stuff.
Oh, thank you, Spirit Junkie. I mean, I feel like you know, I can show you a piece, but I want to give you as much description as possible. So hopefully in real life, if you're getting something from me, that it actually ends up being what we're saying it is. So those are $10 starts on these bigger ones. Mallory's like, that's not fair. That's my favorite.
Well, it is a one of a kind. I've never
You can just
attempted another one.
wrestle her to the ground when we get to West Virginia and rip it off her neck,
I'll
Mallory.
probably be wearing it. No doubt.
So I see Yippee-I-O in at 10. Cindy's in at 14. I think our lag is getting a little bit longer. So take a moment. All right. And Yippee-I-O is in at 15. Oh, thank you, Spirit Junkie. You know, if I get half as much of a description in as Trisha, I figure I'm doing good because boy,
She's the
she
queen.
describes everything to a T and makes sure we know all the things about it. So yes, it does remind us of sun rays on this one. I agree. So, okay. Cindy, or do you want to be 16 or higher? I see. I speak fluent, Spirit Junkie. I understand what you wrote. Not a problem. Oh, someone's saying the other one looks like a bird. Oh, I can see that. Yeah, I can see that.
The stack one?
This
It
one
looks like
right
a
here in the
series of
middle.
feathers.
Well, like the middle green is like the wing on this, or like the side, and the wings are the other ones. I don't know.
It's going
I
to be
see it.
It's going to be like a lot of art you see in paintings
Mhm.
and what have you. You can call it whatever you want because
These
people
two are
see
definitely a little
different
more
things
abstract,
in
that's
them.
for sure. But all right, Cindy's out, going once. And going twice. Let me make sure I have the right spelling. And we can be sold. So we're going to call this one sun. We're going to call this one bird. And we're going to call this one stripe because then we know what we're all talking about that way. Yippee-I-O, you have first choice. And Cindy, you have next choice. If there's still one there that you would like. Yeah, I actually kind of like this one with the cobalt background. It's a little bit different. I know it's not as dark. I kind of like that. It's a little bit more.
What I like about a lot of things is that there was never anybody else with the other one. I mean, you had definitely a unique piece.
These are basically one of a kind. She's made, no matter what, even if she's tried to make them similar, they just come out different. They're just not exactly the same. Cindy is taking the stripe. Perfect. Thank you. And then those were our two that we're offering. Yep, and then this one would be available, bird would be available for the $10. Put the right stickers on the right things. Yep, I missed that one. And here you go.
Sunray was Yippee-I-O.
Yep. Okay. I think she's checking my work over there. Oh, and Angela is in. Oh, who do you see first, Christina? I see Angela first, but I'm gonna defer to Christina.
CKNDY is in at 14 for stripe. No, never mind.
That's Cindy. She just spelled her wrong.
Okay.
I got you. It's right there in your hand. You already got that one.
Yep.
And Angela, thank you so much. I think those abstract ones are popular.
Bird. Christina had.
Yeah.
Okay.
I got it.
Oh, you already got it.
Bird right here in my hand. Right there.
Good.
With Angela on it. Perfect. Let me see if there's any more. Gotta keep Mom on her toes.
Do those three that line across there. No. That one.
Those ones are 25s though.
Well, all right. Do something in between.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay. I'm gonna go here.
You can do that one crazy one with the wheel on the top. That was my my trying to put the Yeah.
Steam.
With glass.
Thank you. Thank you. I'm glad everybody is enjoying
They
the
didn't sell well. I didn't
all
make
the
any more.
different configurations we got going on. I'm going to put 4 up because this is kind of in the size range. These will start at, yeah, they're saying abstract ones are great. You have a good eye. These are starting at 10. Oh, you see a totally different pattern back here. When I saw this one up close, it looks like puzzle pieces to me. And I see
love
it
the
back
colors.
here, and it
Yeah.
looks more like a baseball stitch or something to it.
Yeah, that's got great colors.
It's great colors all the way,
It's
blues to
that
oranges.
peachy color. There isn't too many things that fire with that peachy color.
Black back glass cap. Ooh, we're getting rhymey here. This is the red back, and it has white stripes in graduated sizes with a clear cap.
You're getting very good at describing.
Oh, I've got all the words, Ma. Barbed wire, yeah.
Pendant.
Yes. I don't need that one. We all know what these are for. Black back with that 3D looking diachroic. That was like the maps one we've seen earlier, but this one has the cap over it. And it smooths it out and makes it look like you can see down in it more.
I think they look richer that way too. White
background. And this one has these are like some of the thinner, smaller pieces, right?
Yeah, I can't remember what they used to call that. I do need to tell you that piece you're doing right now is not one of mine. It's one I bought.
Okay.
Earlier that I liked of someone else's.
So Mom bought this one and used it like as she wore it a bit. Yeah. And then I think you tried to emulate some of the styles a little bit.
Make that one.
Yeah.
Those thin pieces.
But it's got those stringers in it. But it's got pinks, greens, blues.
Mm-hmm.
So, okay.
Thank
you, Melinda. I appreciate it.
Tell you if there was a piece that was not mine that showed up in it.
Not Mom's. Mom picked it though, so she likes the style. How's that?
I liked all the pastels that were in it. It went with a lot of my clothes.
Okay, Christina, thank you. Thanks for letting me know. Is there anybody else who's willing to help us out in the chat? Otherwise, I will start putting it in myself. Not a problem. But let's see. We said hi to Angela. The one beside the white one looks like an MRI. Oh, it kind of does. You're right. Brain activity.
Oh my.
Thank you, Christina. Let me know whenever you have to head out. I appreciate your help. So there's 4 choices in those larger pendants. Here's about a size comparison for you. They're almost on the 2 inches long, but I think they're just under. Yeah, this one's the longest and it's 1 3/4. Nice, Baba Wally. We're all going to be in tears when we start talking about our moms around Mother's Day next month. All right. I am not seeing any offers put in on these. So we're going to call this one pastels. We're going to call this one brain. Thanks, Mallory. We're going to call this one, we're going to say red for that. And this one we will call puzzle, because that's what it looked like to me first, was like a puzzle piece. And those can just be straight claims at $10 each. Oh, Mallory says puzzle. Thank you, Mallory. Got you for that one.
I do have puzzle piece earrings over here too.
Mom's got everything. Y'all put in a word in the chat and I guarantee she'll say, I got that.
Well, I made Scrabble piece earrings, letters earrings. I made puzzle piece earrings. Becky years ago made stamp earrings.
Way back in the day. Yep. Thank you, Christina. Thank you, Mallory. Okay. How about let's get some other earring choices out again.
All right. How about these 2 right here? They're different enough, but they're the same size.
Angela, if you don't mind, then it's at the top of my email and I don't have to go looking for it. That would be awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
And if there's anybody that wants post earrings, I can give you some posts here too.
Yeah, why don't we do 1 post pair? one post,
Well,
one after.
They're in these, unless you
Okay,
want to do
give me
this
one.
one. It's hearts, that's post.
Oh, look at that. She's switching it up a little bit.
I don't have too many posts.
Oh, Mallory,
few.
how did I not? Sure, there we go. Sounds good, Mallory. Thank you. I don't know if people are willing to hang around or anything like that anyway, so appreciate your help. Okay, these are earrings, start at $10. So we have all on black backgrounds. This is that kind of grid. Blues, yellows, greens.
Goals.
Yep. No clear cover.
Right. The other one.
And this one has a black background and it does have the clear cap. And it's that bigger pattern we showed a little bit earlier on the example of the diacroic.
Stripes through it.
And this will be our third choice, which is I'm going to take one off the card because that card background
with one hand.
is a little, what would be the word? So they're square with a heart pattern in kind of goes reds to the yellows. And it's a small square. Like so, size-wise. These are really pretty light, these smaller ones. So again, the start choice, or excuse me, offer of choice is $10 on the earrings. Thank you, Christina. Appreciate all your help. Have fun this evening. Oh, this evening. Wowzers.
You got earrings on the brain.
I got earrings. I got earrings on my mind, literally. Oh, wouldn't that be something? Oh, I had a waitress once that had her eyebrow pierced. That was the first time I'd seen it, and I was like, oh, wow, that must have hurt. So these are kind of fun. One of my favorites are hearts. And here is what they look like together. Oh, and she's got a white. Oh, well, there's white on the back, but that's just, I don't know.
I don't know why I used a white background.
There's white to the black to the clear.
It doesn't show because the cap and the black.
And that's what they look like. It's just almost like a button size.
Yep.
Okay. And I'm going to put them back on the card with one hand. Just Carl. It's like concentration or operation to do that with one hand. So we can be choice for $10. We can have claim with hearts, grid, and lines on the earrings. I am going to take another drink and let's see.
Want something orange again? Somebody was really interested in orange.
They like the orange stuff? There's this one.
Well, I was thinking along the lines of this set.
Sure, it's a set.
Whoops. Sorry.
Okay. Okay. What else can we put with it? You want to do another set with it?
Here's an orange on black. It's a totally different. It's like a leaf. Isn't it the right one?
Yeah. Yep. Okay, Miss Mallory. Oh, that's a good question, Chris. Whose channel are you guys on tonight if Christina's still here? Are we on Christina's or Jody's? That's a good question. So Mallory, we are doing $25 set choice. We have the earrings and the pendant. Thank you, Christina. This one has orange on the back and it's got a clear cap. It's got a small piece of the diacroic and it's set the opposite, well, just an offset rotation of the square.
And it's fired, it has bubbles around.
Yeah, it has a little bit of a bubble
around all four sides of
in it. Let me see if I can. Yeah, there you can see it. Yep, all four sides of the square there have bubbles under the clear glass. And then the earrings are like round with the same diacroic pattern and a clear cap. The other pair choice is the black background and a leaf pattern. It goes from oranges to yellows to greens. And then the earrings are well, they're a square, but they're rounded off since they were, when they're fired, they round.
What happens when you fire is the longer you fire the earrings, the rounder they get.
There you go. Well, that goes this
The
way.
glass has a tendency to round the square corners when it melts.
Thank you, Baba Wally, for pushing that thumbs up. I appreciate it. Giving everybody a reminder. And yes, if you haven't subscribed, I'd love you to subscribe, especially if you're new to me. I'm working on my way to 800 subscribers. I'm hoping to get to 1,000 soon. So that's what we're really working on, the long-term goal. So okay.
It's 9 Central. That means it's
7 here. Oh, 9 Central's 8 here. Yeah. Yep, on Jody's channel. Perfect. Thank you, Miss Christina. Appreciate you. Yes, and there's the link. So if you hit that link, you'll leave my feed for momentarily to go over to her channel, and then you can hit the reminder on that for Christina and Jody are doing the Fat Bird Find takeover for tonight, and in remembrance, while they still continue to mourn Mary Beth's mother. So, and get, it just takes a little bit of time for all that stuff to work through and get back to our regular scheduled program. So I think Jody and Christina are gonna have a great honor of show tonight for them. So that'll be really fun to watch. So, okay. I'm going to give one moment to the lag. And these are going to be $25 a pair. This will be leaves to claim, and this set will be orange to claim. Whew. All right, we're at the 2.5 hour mark, Ma. What are you thinking?
Well, if they still want to keep going, we can keep going for a little while, but if they're ready to quit.
Oops, I put the earrings in one spot and those in another. Well,
we have someone in for orange.
Oh, orange, Cindy. Thank you. And there we go. Perfect. Let's see. I'm gonna sneak out here for your tray for a second.
That tray, hardly.
She's hiding a tray over here, guys.
Oh, a lot of the greens.
Oh, here's a color we haven't seen before.
Oh, I did a lot of light greeny stuff.
Oh yeah, look, she's holding out on us, guys.
You kind of had that one in the corner.
I didn't put it there. It's not my fault.
Not my fault. Where have I heard that before over the years?
All right, we're gonna do a couple more sets, so same start price, $25. Excuse me. One is in the teals to cobalts, and the other is in the lime greens. So
and that lime green one, I have never made a repeat of that.
Going to, oh, it's totally backwards. Don't you love it? It's all right, we can fix that. We want it to go this way. Backwards, backwards. So this is a stripe, and it's looking more blue to me on screen.
Yeah, it's teal more.
But the wider stripes are a little more teal. Let's see.
That's all the same color, just came off a different corner of the glass.
And then it has like cobalt small stripes in between. There's no cap, and it is a black background on both the pendant and the earrings. And the green set is a lime background with those Millefiori looking floral, what do they call
beads?
They're beads to start with?
Well, they call it slices of a Millefiori rod.
A rod, that's what I was thinking.
It's very good rod. For you to remember Millefiori. Good for
you.
I
got Millefiori along with the other
flowers on there. bees.
Oh, there
on the
they are.
earrings.
There's little bees on the earrings and the 3 flowers stacked on the lime green. Here's the size reference for you. Hi, Laura. How are you doing this afternoon? Well, people are still hanging in there with us, so we're carrying it on, showing more colors. So this set is starting at $25.
They definitely have a one of a kind on the flower and bees.
Yeah, the bees are pretty cute. Can I get them to
Never
focus?
did that a second time.
I want to focus on my face. And then it almost looks like a snowman-esque kind of pile there, the flowers, but nice colorway. All right. We're going to do that as well. We're going to claim teal on this set for 25, or you can claim lime on this set for 25. I'm gonna need a tray just to put stuff in that we've already put up.
I can give you a tray.
That might be a good idea. Then I won't lose them.
Use the gray top, and then you'll know it's ones you've already known.
They're called
Don't make them on the other side.
Maureen when it's a single flower. Oh, well, that's interesting to know.
We got somebody with some knowledge out there.
There you go. Thank you, Melinda. Claim. Which one are? Oh, she's working on the claim, and it got one word in. Got it. All right. I'm just going. Mom's moving stuff that we've already had up because we're just going to keep going through stuff you haven't seen before. And you're just, she got to move them. She can't leave them where I put them on.
I'm organizing them as you go.
I know the earrings. I'm just trying to keep them next to the pendants.
Right. Doing the same.
Okay. All right. We're getting there. Give me a little more room to rearrange here. All right. Thanks again, everybody, for joining us this afternoon and spending your time with us. We appreciate it very much. And oops, that one came over here from there. And I think that's good for right now. And let's see. We'll probably the latest we'll go is 5 o'clock, which is another half an hour, give or take a little bit.
You getting hungry?
I'm getting thirsty, and then I'm gonna have to go to the bathroom next.
Well, I do have one of those in my house.
Yeah, we got a couple. All right, we got some lime, green, and cobalt coordinated sets. These are $25 also. So this one is that lime background with the blue. Is it?
Whales.
Oh, they're whales. Let's see if I can get those up there still enough.
I believe those are the whales.
I think they are. Gotta get it to focus. Yep, there are little whales in there. They do have clear over them, and since it's so kind of just goes right over, kind of like melts down like wax or like saran wrap over the whole thing, sandwiching it in there. And this one is half lime and half blue, so you can see that diachroic pattern on the clear on both pieces and coordinated with the earrings on the same diachroic pattern on lime.
Those look like candy to me.
Yes, Geneva, Mom made all of these.
Except one we forgot.
Except for one earlier. Sorry, the white one that she bought. I know, the wind has been something this year. I agree. How long do you think you were actively working on making jewelry?
I haven't fired anything for about 4 years. I started in 09 probably.
I'll ask Geneva.
8 or 9 years maybe.
8 or 9 years she was making jewelry. So, I mean, it got to the point where she would wear a bunch of stuff she made and she would give a lot as gifts. And there's only so many
Well, I
people
did craft fairs for
and
4
stuff you
years.
can give them to until you got to start doing craft fairs if you want to keep making stuff.
Well, it was so much fun to make. I did made a lot.
hmm So Geneva's asking if you have any that are
Oh.
like a cabochon that you could be wrapped with wire that you didn't put a bail on.
I might have some in my stash someplace.
Like this would be a good one,
Right,
but you'd have to
currently
take
the
off the
bales.
bail.
Well, if
but-
you, it is possible sometimes to pop the bail off,
Yeah,
but
we're
I
gonna
didn't
claim
make any
these.
just to do wire wrap because it's one of the things I didn't learn to do.
Hey, Mark, how are you doing? Good to see you.
But
Or is it Vivian on
It's
there?
possible
Or
I have
both of
some.
you.
It's possible I have some that were fired that haven't got bales on yet that
Mhm.
could function as cabochons.
Okay, we're gonna claim these
I'll
as
check
whale
that
for
out.
25. And I think these look like corn, so that's what we're gonna do. We're gonna claim those as
Dear
corn.
Memories at once
There's-
cabochons.
As Geneva. Uh-huh.
2 wire wrap. Okay.
Okay.
Making notes for you.
She's writing you down, Geneva. Now you're in trouble. Mom's writing it down.
Well, that doesn't mean Mom will get to it real soon, but.
Okay.
You called that whale or corn?
Yep.
Corn.
Looks
You got
like corn.
over that?
Looks like corn kernels.
No, it looks
Sure it does.
looks like candy.
You know what? It's in the eye of the beholder, and I got the microphone.
That's right. You got
So, nanner, nanner, nanner.
it.
All right, we have some smaller pendants again. Yep, start at 5. It's a little bit smaller. It doesn't like my skewer as much. Let's see, we have a black background. And this again reminds me of those, it almost reminds me of the Yellowstone maps, like the thermal maps.
Like Morning Glory Pool.
Yep. It's got a clear cap on it. Shows into those golds and oranges in the center. It almost looks like it's a circular design. And I believe it has a slight bubble right in there from the glass being fired. This one, Geneva, you let me know. If you want to write down something, you let me know. We'll start you a wish list for next week. Not a problem. This is a white background with the blue, the lime, and a couple diacrylic pieces, and then the clear cap over it. Another abstract. And this is that light robin's egg blue again with that honeycomb-esque pattern. Goes from the blues to the pinks, and it has a clear cap over it. And these all start at $5. Baba Wally's asking if you would like to say hello again. She's been on twice already. Cindy's in at 5.
Third time is probably the charm. Hi, folks.
See?
Thanks for all your purchasing.
We don't look alike at all, do we?
No, not much. Yeah.
All right, I see Cindy at 5. She's taking notes too. Watch out, Ma. Geneva's taking notes on her end.
Uh-oh.
Blue Flamingo. Hi, Lori. How are you doing tonight? Or, yeah, Lori, is that right? Or Sam? Shoot. Getting you mixed up. And I don't have my cheat sheets over here at Mom's house.
So who is it? Sam?
That's a good question. I think I'm going to go with my first answer and say Lori. Am I right? Yay,
Yeah.
I did it right. Thank you, Mallory. See, I am getting them down. I just am out of my...
I'm taking notes so I can learn them.
Right? Yes. Lori, we do have some earrings. We've gone through several choices. If you have any suggestions of colors you'd like to see, just let us know. They start at $10 a pair. Cindy's back in at 8. Lori, if you want to be 9 or higher, or let us know if you are out. It is choice pendant at this time. Between these 3, here's a size comparison for you, what they would be on a necklace. These ones with the, I've always liked them. These ones have a heart on the back as the design of the veil. Yeah, I've always liked those.
I don't think they're selling some of those. The leaf veils I can't find anymore.
Yeah, they change up.
And it may just be that where I normally buy them doesn't carry them anymore, and other people do. I just haven't been. other places to check it out. They're
I know,
using
Spirit
more of a
Junkie.
rectangular bail now.
It's hard, and I don't have my first name on mine either, so I understand totally. All right, Lori's in at 9.
So who is Spirit Junkie?
Oh, I don't know. Spirit Junkie, do you wish to be called by any other first name in the chat, or do you just want to go with Spirit Junkie? There's a lot of people I know just by their screen names, so when I start throwing in the first names, that just puts a big wrench in it. Cindy's in at 10. And I don't know what else I'm going to say. Oh, Lori, if you have a colorway you'd like to see, let me know, because we've got some we've already put aside that I showed once. I'm probably not going to do a recap. Okay, Lori's out. So we have Cindy at 10 going once. Oh, excuse me. Yeah, 10 is right. Ooh, I was like, wait, do we start these at 10? No, that's the medium-sized ones. These are the smaller ones. Yeah, I know, Angela. You know, besides that, you're right. Everybody thought you were bought for a while with a period in the middle of your name. It's kind of funny. Going twice. Spirit Junkie is fine. It's been her AKA for many years now.
Yay.
And we will be sold, please. So we're going to go with, let's go with thermal and white and blue for our claim words. So Cindy, which would you like as your choice? 1, 2, or 3 are all of your options. You get first dibs. I know, I had much better memory when I was younger before children as well. So she's taking the white and the blue. Wonderful. Thank you, Cindy.
And I used to know 100 student names every class year.
Yep, Mom.
Now I have trouble remembering my own.
Mom taught 6th grade for what, 23 years?
Yep.
Who am I telling? Lori, are you interested in this one for 9? If not, more than fine if you pass. And yeah, because she had what, 4 or 5 classrooms of kids, and they would rotate.
Yeah.
For she'd do science. She'd get all
Plus
the
we
kids.
Plus we had all of them at camp every year.
Yeah, plus some homeroom stuff, and yeah, she'd remember. All those kids knew my name long before I knew any of theirs. So Lori, if you're interested in this one at 9, you have next dibs. Otherwise, we'll move on. Yes, she says. Wonderful. Thank you very much.
Somebody wanted earrings. I put you some more earrings.
Okay.
Right here.
Thank you, Lori.
Here's 3 sets.
Thank you,
They're
Cindy.
ready to go if you want to use them.
Oh, yeah, we have our back of our house is on you hear a busy street all the time. And we hear those sirens a lot, which amazes me. Yeah, right? Mine, oh, yeah, I agree.
I'm looking at this. Dad couldn't keep 7 of us straight.
Well,
I still go through. Sometimes they call. Yeah, when you go through all the kids plus the dog, it gets a little.
And what's my name? Occasionally, just saying.
Becky Sue.
And what else? Colette, maybe?
Oh, sometimes.
Occasionally,
I don't know,
yeah.
maybe. I never
Her
called
sister.
you Jerry. I don't think I ever
Her
called you
sister's
Maya, did
name.
I?
No, but I get my son and my brother's name mixed up a lot. Sometimes their actions are very similar, and I spit out one while I'm looking at the other. So,
I always know Maddie was by how many names. That's funny.
right, exactly. Well, and all my kids' names start with
No,
well,
not Jason. You did not Jason.
I did not do J's,
so that you wouldn't have the
Jeff's
Jerry
family
Joni.
all had J's, and lots of my mom's family had J's. Okay, here's some earring selection for you. These have not been up before. This is on the lime background with an offset bluish diachroic, and then the black background is kind of melted in.
That's from the diachroic piece.
Yep, on the diachroic piece, and
no cap.
No cap. Nope. These ones kind of are golds to pink with a stripe in them. a black background.
That's one of these type of
No,
patterns like this
Uh-huh.
that kind of, except
No cap.
here it goes.
and then these ones are blue, very little pattern to them, blue, purpley, black background with a clear cap. These all start at $10 a pair.
That's like the middle one, only it melted down some, so it's not quite as,
Here's
much
the
of-
middle diachroic.
yeah.
It's kind of got ridges in it. And then
So
when
they
it
melt down a little bit. and you fire
fires,
them.
it doesn't stand up as tall.
If you put a
when-
cap on it, you'd have more, you'd see more.
$10 a set, Mallory. Sorry. Do-do-do-do. Well, and my kids we tried not to do the same names, and then I ended up with a C and a K, and I go, car, K, Tay, and they all would come out they all have A's in the second letter, and you work your way down. And finally, the youngest is always like, oh, great, always the last one to be called. Just is what it is. The 3 kids sucking out your brains,
Oh, yes.
So we're going to, I see Lori at 10. So for telling these apart, we're going to be on these are going to be blue. This pair is going to be stripe, and this pair is going to be lime. Well, besides that, I have 6 nieces and nephews from one family on Jeff's side, 4 nieces from his brother, and 3 nieces from my brother. So that's another 13 names that kind of all go around in there too. So there's a lot of names. I'm lucky I still remember when the majority of them have birthdays even, so it's a lot to keep track of them all. All right, we have Lori at 10. We'll just say sold. I don't see any other interest in there, which is not a problem. And Lori can let me know what you would like for $10 choice. Yeah. The blue, the stripe, or the lime, or any combination of that. And we are sold. I know, it's kind of funny when everybody gets to all the names. Because Mom will get talking, and then if she's talked to her sister recently, she'll be looking at me, and she'll be like, well, Colette, she'll call me Colette, and that's her sister's name too. So I'm not my name, her name. She calls me the wrong name. That's the point. Striped. Wonderful. Thank you so much. If anyone else wants blue or lime for $10, you can claim those in the chat.
What's even more interesting is that we've got 3 Jeffs in the family.
Oh yeah. I have a Jeff. You guys know my Jeff. He's been in the chat occasionally. And then 2 of Mom's cousins married Jeffs as well.
They don't spell them the same. One of them doesn't spell them the same, but
there's a lot of.
And you got to remember which one is which spelling.
All the multiples. I think it just gets complicated. I think everybody kind of gets it. I think there's situations like that in lots of people's family. I see Suzical doing lime. Thank you, Suzical. I'm picking a set at the moment. A couple that are a little bit different here. We have about 10 minutes left, so we'll probably do 2 more choices. So if there's something else you really, really want me to put up after this, Ma, you let me know, and we'll do that as the last choice. I have Suzical for this pair. Oh, 2. Okay, here we go, Melinda. Here's the other thing. I have a niece named Rebecca Tamblin. That's my name. And then her sister was born on my birthday. So, yeah. All right. These are earring pendant set. We have the lime green background with the squiggly diachroic in the pattern. That little mini honeycomb-esque pattern. And then the 2-tone diachroic, one on each side. That's kind of fun. I like all the contrast and color on those. And this one is kind of that stacked, like Mom was showing you on the pendant she's keeping. Black background, stacked bits and pieces of different diachroic with a clear cap over it. And the earrings are the black background with the darker diachroic with a little pattern on the tip with no clear cap on it. So this one is a little bit shinier and smoother. The earrings still, you can feel the finish or the texture to them. So size wise, here's what these look like. So, right, Angela? We're training us up some new mods. So I appreciate her jumping in when Christina had to go.
She's doing a good job.
It's hard enough to type with one finger, let alone do it with one hand and hold the jewelry at the same time. So, and not poke my eye out with the skewer. So we're all thankful that Mallory is modding. And thanks for giving her compliments. So, oh yes. Yep, I have a Caitlin besides too. Everybody says, how do you spell her name? I'm like, the right way. So, what is Cheyenne or Shayna? Savannah. Oh, are they both Savannah pronounced that way?
Savannah and the other Savannah.
Well, I haven't.
Savannah and Savannah.
Okay.
I would guess.
With the C. Yeah, that's right. With the C. Correct. Good job, Mallory. You're doing a great job, especially for your first time. Well, I have my other niece, I have lots of nieces. One is a Hannah and the other's an Anna. I have that too. One has my middle name. Same, like each family, the one family would pick it as a first name and the other family would pick it as a middle name. So they're all over the place like that. So names are confusing. And we all know, Kari, her whole life has been like, my name is Kari. So, not Carrie. Everybody wants to pronounce it Carrie, but it's the Scandinavian, Norwegian. She's making my last pick. Pronunciation, since I'm Norwegian and all. And so she was telling me somebody at the eye doctors, nobody could get her name right. All right, I'm not seeing anybody put in an offer. So we're going to call this one Wiggles. And this one, we're going to call it Diamond since the pendant is off to the side like that.
That's another one of those stackers, by the way.
No, Hannah and Savannah. Oh, man. I know. They don't do us any favors in having to remember all these kids' names, do they?
Well, they just pick the ones they love for themselves.
I know.
That's the most important thing. So.
But I'm like, really? Okay, last group of the night. Mom's picks. Where are we starting these at, Mom?
I think they're all tens, aren't they?
Okay. Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, and they're the same age too. Yeah. Oh, these start at $10. Last group. She's got it. She's channeling her inner Paula.
And one wild one in the middle.
With a little taste of Christina accented on there. So this one has the black background with that heat sensitive kind of look to it, diachroic pattern with a clear cap. Put on the bail at an angle. This one has a white background, has stacks of diachroic in, well, here, and there, and then it's got that stringer. I'm doing it opposite. The stringer is right here. That's with actually, little touches of
those are actually pieces of regular diachroic.
So that is got full, it's just a really thin diachroic piece? Okay. You can see the full 3D look to that one.
No cap on it.
Nope. And then this is the last one, is a black background with like a stripe of geometric patterns, and it has the clear cap over it. So this will be our last group for tonight. Thank you everybody for hanging out with us.
Yes, thank you a lot.
Thanks for all the chatting we've been doing. It's really fun to have a fun conversation going on. Thoughts and prayers are with Chris's family as they're going through another round of that craziness. And if you haven't, thumbs up on your way out for sure. And subscribe to my channel. I'm working on that 200. Excuse me. Wow. 800.
Plus.
Yep. I'll get to 800. Then we'll talk about the next 100 or 50. Kind of like doing it in small chunks. So, and thanks, Mom, for letting me come over and do your jewelry today.
Oh, I thank you for coming and doing it.
I know everybody likes all different kinds of glass stuff, so it's fun to bring it to everybody. Okay, there's no offers on these. We'll do quick claim words, and we will do, let's do X for this one. We're going to do, sure, wild for this one in the middle, and stripe for this last one as a claim. They will be $10 quick claim. And
Cindy says she'll take the red, white, and blue with star here.
Sure, I can put you down for those, Miss Cindy.
I can't find them. Whoops, they're not over on my tray.
Yeah.
You must have them over there still.
Yeah, I do. I have them right here.
Okay.
Thank you, everybody, for hanging out. Thanks for all your offers and your purchases. And please have a happy and safe Easter weekend. And yeah, mom's like, write the sticky note. I'm like, I'm trying to say all the things, Mom.
Give it to me when it doesn't have it finished.
I wasn't ready to give it to you. So again, yes, thank you, Angela. I think we've had a good time here today. Thanks for hanging out. I'll see you all soon. I will be back on Tuesday on my regular 8 o'clock Mountain Time, 10 Eastern Time. And we will go from there. So happy Easter, everyone, and have a great weekend.
Don't go off yet. Now,
okay, what do we want?
Mom wants the green set with the flowers and the bees.
Okay, I got you, Mallory. We'll get you.
I got the set.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Have a good night.
Thank you so much.
See you soon. Bye-bye.